Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. You have found the internet's best live break room featuring signed sports memorabilia and autographed sports cards inside the most exciting mystery boxes. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down to make it as easy as possible to understand. First, head to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of the series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win an item at an extremely discounted rate. Then click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you have completed your checkout, tune in to the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 7 p.m. Central Time any day of the week, or 4 p.m. on weekdays, along with 2 p.m. on weekends. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen. When your specific break begins, your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once the randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations. You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia that will be shipped straight to your door. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Most of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or opened on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show,
Oh my God.
likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
The best quarterback in the world,
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
Yes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Kamen Entchev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Kamen Entchev here with Alex Tellez, ready for a monster show, Alex. A lot of great stuff in the room. Those new diamond helmets, only one headliner gone. Everything else is out there. The Saquon's the one gone. Peyton Manning, a ripped Broncos and Colts, half Broncos, half Colts helmet. We are doing a top spot from the person who has the AFC South and the AFC West.
Oh.
One of those will win the Peyton Manning helmet. A lot of big headliners in that series. I mean, looking at the headliner board, Steve Young, the custom Gronk, Puka Nacua for the second time ever. We have TJ Watt, Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson. We have a lot of great stuff. That Vault series, we still have that Chrome Flex Justin Jefferson. We have the ripped camo authentic of Jim Brown, of Trevor Lawrence. The college has 2 custom lids. The Sig Barry Sanders, and then the Micah Parsons with the dollar signs. We have all sorts of great stuff, Alex. Cannot wait to get started. How are you doing today on your 1 year and 1 day anniversary at UA?
That is correct. Officially a year now.
Ah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it kind of flew by.
Yes,
Definitely did fly
yes,
by.
it has flown by.
I mean, yeah, the break room looks insane right now. That is the coolest college I've ever seen. I'm really hyped about the college.
It's so cool.
That Barry Sanders and Micah Parsons are insane. Customs in college, I've yet to ever see that.
Yeah, 2 customs in college right now. We have, I think, 3 customs in the diamonds, and we have 2 customs in the vault, plus a speed flex. Actually, 3 customs in the vault, actually. So we have custom helmets across the room.
Dude, there's a Chrome Flex in the vault, isn't there?
Yeah, the Justin Jefferson. Ooh. It's crazy. So we got Megan saying, looks like Nate is back from his vacation and ready to go. Good luck, Nate. Nate was going from his vacation too, Megan. Nate never has stopped. Let's be real. But he is ready with 7 spots in the Diamond Quad, although Steven is in that break. Steven Relak, his first ever break, got himself a Chrome Flex with the visor, Josh Allen.
Yeah, and then he made a big trade with Nate.
With Nathan, yeah, exactly. So what's up, Danny? Ready for some heat, Danny? That's what's up. Megan says, happy anniversary, Alex, says this Jimmy.
Thank you, guys.
That's cool. I still remember we were talking about it last night. I think it was like your first show producing alone.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did 118
Yep.
boxes, something like that.
Ate the sandwich.
We ate the sandwich at the end. It was 4 p.m. until about midnight or so. We were on the air 8 straight hours, nonstop breaks, and Alex finally got a sandwich at the end.
Yes, I did.
So
It was a good sandwich.
I bet it was. I bet it was.
100-box sandwich.
100-box sandwich. It's like the 100 grand candy.
Yep.
So Diamond Quad number 1. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers. We'll get you guys set up here. Let's see our dice roll, and we'll get our chase as well here. What's up, John? Says happy anniversary
you,
as well.
John.
Look at that. These people are nice,
Yes,
Alex.
they are. We have a great break community.
We do. They're nice people. 9 clicks for the dice roll today. The Nick Foles number. Heading on over to the Wheel of Names. Let's see what we're chasing today.
I love how we added the UA logo to that.
It's awesome. That's shout out to Matt Salas and Steven Ryan. So the chase is the ball drop. There's only 1 box left in that series.
Look at that.
So you have a 1 in 8 chance to win the box and a 1 in 8 chance to win the break. Now, if we close that ball drop by, let's do 12:30, Alex. 23 minutes. If that closes by 12:30, I'm going to respin the wheel for a second chase. If that's not closed by 12:30, obviously it's going to be ball drop for the wheel spin. And if we get it done, we get it done. If we don't, no wheel spin. So I know the headliners are gone in that one, but I mean, it's a full-size series, plus there's cards in there.
Yeah.
Each box has cards where they may have an autograph, they may not. So we'll find out on that here very, very soon. I think yesterday we pulled a rookie patch Devon A-Chain. And then we had, non-autographed, non-rookie cards, but guys like Aaron Rodgers, stuff like that. Not slab cards. They're just the cards you get from the store, but just a little bonus prize. So Nate and Steven, if you're out there, let me know on 4 box numbers in the hard count. I guess it makes sense that's the series name, Alex. That's Peyton Manning in there.
Oh, yeah.
He was probably the best guy at, changing plays and also really good at hard counts. I know Brett Favre was really good at that too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers drew guys offside, but does make sense Peyton Manning is the big headliner in that one.
We've got a couple series for Peyton Manning. We had Omaha, the minis.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got, the hard count.
I know a lot of guys in the room know me as the Patrick Mahomes guy.
Big Peyton Manning
But
guy.
before Patrick Mahomes, there was Peyton Manning, Alex. My first love in football, truly. So I'm pumped for that helmet as well.
I guess you don't like Cam Newton's comments on Peyton Manning.
What did he say? I missed it,
He
to be
said
honest.
Peyton Manning kind of ruined quarterbacks because he was so good in the pocket. They expect every quarterback to be like him in the pocket.
Oh, that's a good comment. It's fair. Yeah, he was spectacular.
It was like a good and a bad comment at the same time.
Yeah, no, I agree. We actually were looking this up yesterday. We're talking about Peyton Manning. He was the number 1 overall pick, and I made the comment he was the best number 1 overall pick of all time, and he was. And we're actually looking at it, surprisingly, a lot of, there's not that many great ones. Cam Newton, I think, was on the article, was 13th or 14th best ever as the first overall pick.
Yeah.
All positions.
If it wasn't for injuries and he would have had a longer career, like Cam Newton in that one year where they went to the Super Bowl was one of the best seasons you could have as a quarterback.
If not for injuries, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So we got box numbers here, 3, 9, 22, and 29. Steven, the Georgia Bulldog fan. Those dogs look good. They looked, do I dare say, like a team that maybe should have been in the playoff?
I mean, that's what our Colin said.
Yeah.
He said that they should have been in. He doesn't understand how they weren't. They only lost to Alabama in the SEC championship after winning how many straight games?
29. How many? 26. Steven will tell us. I lost track. There were so many. So many in a row. They had they actually have not lost to anyone but Alabama the last 3 years, Alex. They have 2 losses the last 3 years, and both were to Alabama.
What were the last two? 22 and
29. So 3, 9, 22, and 29. He was telling us yesterday, and he's right, because I saw the same stat, watching the game. The 2 largest, wins in the New Year's Six and bowl games, national semis or New Year's Six games, both were by Georgia in the last 2 years. So that's pretty impressive. 29, I was right, Alex. Look at that. 29 straight games. And Mizzou almost got him twice. So go Tigers.
Hey, Mizzou won their bowl game.
Yeah, I was pumped. Everyone in my apartment building probably hated me because I was yelling the whole time, Alex.
I mean, Ohio State didn't play like half their players, but it's still Ohio State.
You know, they actually only had like
or was it just Marvin
5 or
Harrison?
6 guys. It was their quarterback and Marvin Harrison, and the rest of them were actually like transfer portal guys. But everyone that could play did play, other than the portal guys. But it was only like 6 of them, Alex. It wasn't that many. Obviously, the quarterback spot, very, very important. And then their quarterback that was starting actually got injured in the game.
Oh.
I'm not saying that didn't influence the outcome. It did, but I'll still take the win because Ohio State's defense was all there, and then they had Travion Henderson played. It was still a really good Ohio State team. So we got Steven in the NFC South. Nate's got the rest in the hard count quad. The Mizzou defense was good. Very good, says Craig. They were. I think that they woke up the game I went to. Mizzou finished 11-2 this year, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
There were 11-1 in games that I didn't go to in person and 0-1 when I went. It was the LSU game. Like everyone against LSU, you don't really play much defense against Jaden Daniels, but after that game, Mizzou's defense it was a wake-up call, so to speak. It got really, really good the second half of the year. All right, 9 clicks. We already did the randomization, 9 clicks. Let's do our first box of the show. We'll start with box 3. Speaking of Mizzou, this is called the Drew Lock box. I know he's 2 on Seattle right now, but he was 3 on Mizzou, 3 on the Denver Broncos. The Drew Lock box. Or Allen Iverson, if you want to go a little bit better athlete.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we got here? These are all authentics. All of them are really, really good. All of them big names. And, I mean, we always say this in the break room. All it takes is one spot to win. Steven, NFC South. It's the QB killer, the Super Bowl champion inscription, Warren Sapp on the Flash Authentic. How about that, Alex?
That is nice with the one spot.
Steven, Warren Sapp is one of the best defensive tackles of all time. Member of the 1990s and 2000s All-Decade team. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, and he was one of the original defensive tackles who got sacks, right? D-tackles don't really get sacks. Warren Sapp revolutionized that position, opening up the room for guys like Aaron Donald. So great hit there, Steven, on the Sapp Flash Authentic.
And I mean, he kind of fell in the draft because of character issues, and I'd say that worked out for Tampa Bay and him.
Yes, it worked out well. I used to love when he would celebrate because he actually got a few receiving touchdowns.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He did. He had you may look it up, but it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And there was one I remember specifically watching as a kid, Alex, where he started running around in a circle, and I was like, fat guy touchdown, fat guy touchdown. It was awesome. Only takes one to win, says Jimmy. Holy blank, that's a nice addition, says Steven. Awesome, says Jimmy. What a sick lid, says Craig. Let's do this, says Nate.
Oh, Nate's ready to go.
He's ready. I mean, Nate was going to win, probably still going to win multiple of these. If you're going to get sniped, I guess get sniped on a non-headliner, but this is good enough to be a photo headliner, Alex. It's the diamond helmets, right? That's how we do it. So great hit, Steven, on the Warren Sapp with the Super Bowl champion inscription.
And I love the Bucks flash. They got a great flash.
It's one of the best. I mean, I sit here and come up with my top 5 rankings that I'm like, oh, I forgot that one. Oh, I forgot that one.
Me and Colin are trying to figure out what division is the best division of flashes. We think it's got to be AFC South.
Jaguars, Colts is nice.
Colts is
Texans
nice.
is nice.
Texans
The red. Titans light blue. Yeah, it's the AFC South, I would say. But nice hit there, Steven, on Warren Sapp.
Oh, that's not even a listed headliner or anything.
It's not. It's a filler. You get that helmet with that inscription, with that look as a filler. I mean, it's the best break in the room.
You get a top 5 player at their position.
Yes, all time.
As a filler.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's pretty good. So, great start, Steven, with the Warren Sapp. Right now, I get it. Even for me as a breaker, it's a little bit overwhelming, Alex, because we have sick headliners in the college, sick headliners in the vault, and still really good headliners in the diamonds. I think if I had to personally pick, the vault has the best headliners, but if we're talking top to bottom, what break has the biggest names, the best fillers, the best secondary names. It's this break. The Diamonds is always consistently the number one break in the room as far as big names, and you know they're all authentics in the series. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, maybe that Jefferson Chrome Flex in the vault has your eyes sort of doing that, like, I'm going to drool emoji, but the Diamonds, top to bottom, it is still the best series in the room, unless there's a high roller. I know the 1 and 4 is cool, but if we're talking about, like, you're guaranteed a big name, this is the place for you.
Yep, 100% agree. And then I think second right now, it's got to be college or vault. I love this college.
Yeah, it's so good. It is so good. We got box 9 coming up. Great pool, says John. Great looking lid, says Omar. Yes, indeed, gentlemen. 9 is next. The Nick Foles box. This one might be a little bit too old school for you, Alex, but Shane Matthews.
Shane Matthews.
Former Bear quarterback.
Oh, man. There's been a lot of them, so that's...
Yes. Yeah. Not a good one. I'll tell you that.
None of them have been.
Not a good one. This one right here is not good, but great. One of the best receivers in the NFL, Davante Adams. Beautiful Raider authentic. That's the AFC West. And this one might be special to Nate because Nate's a Green Bay Packer fan. I know he doesn't like Rodgers anymore, but I'm willing to bet that he probably has a soft spot for Davante Adams.
Yeah.
Twice led the NFL in receiving touchdowns. Once as a Packer, once as a Raider. I know it's a little bit of a down year this year, but I talk about this all the time. You look at the last 6 to 7 years, Alex, in terms of the best receiver, consistently the last 6 years, it's probably been this guy right here, Davante Adams. So great get, Nate. Beautiful lid. The Raider authentic. It really just sparkles, man. You talk about the cleanest flashes in the game. This is one of the cleanest standards in the game in Davante Adams.
He's about to get a new quarterback from the draft. Most likely, too.
Yes.
I think they might be getting Mr. Jaden Daniels.
Oof.
Yeah, he's already hinted he wants to go to Vegas.
See, I like Jaden Daniels. I know some guys are like, he's more of a runner, blah, blah, blah. I think he's really, really good.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
he's getting the Lamar comp right now.
Right? And I think there's a lot of good quarterbacks. A lot of us are talking about the
top two.
Caleb Williams, Drake May, but I mean, Penix Jr. You see that CFP game?
I mean, he's projected to go second or third round.
Yeah, that'll be a steal.
If the Bears do pass on Caleb and trade down, I want Michael Penix in the second round.
Yes, that'd be fantastic.
So if you get a little insurance in case Justin Fields isn't.
Right? Gosh. We're talking about it off air. It's going to be a headache for Ryan Poles. Do you think Ryan Poles sleeps at night just thinking about...
He sleeps comfy because I think no matter what decision he makes, it's a good one.
Okay.
And he can back either decision. Well, he can be like, well, all the fans, everyone here, we all wanted Justin. We gave him a chance. We built this massive team around him. It just didn't work out. Or he can go, hey, Caleb Williams, once-in-a-generational talent. Everyone thought he was going to be
I agree, but at the other side of things, I'm going to say there's going to be some people that are unhappy no matter what. So it's going to be
it's both.
Very, very interesting. Jimmy's a Bo Nix fan.
Interesting.
Bo Nix of the Pats would make me the happiest man on earth. Bo Nix, pretty dominant for Oregon this year. He looked real good. So nice get there, Nate, on Davante Adams, though.
I like Bo Nix more in the back end of the first.
I like him more than Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones.
I do too, but I wouldn't take him top 5.
No, because Patriots might get a top 5 pick.
But yeah, they're gonna have top 3.
Yeah. Oof.
I wouldn't take Bo Nix. I'd rather have Drake May.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just a little like, I know this shouldn't count. It shouldn't matter one bit, Alex. But I'm on that, I know it shouldn't matter, but just my gut feeling with this UNC stuff, I'm too much Trubisky stuff for me. So I'm just like, I don't know if I want a UNC quarterback. I mean, no offense to Drake May. He was great. I look at Penix, I look at Daniels and what they did in college. I like those guys better for me. But that's just my take. Yeah. I know May's the better NFL talent, but I don't know.
That's right. That is the one thing with Penix, and Adams, right? He's got a bad injury history. That's why he's been in college for 6 years.
Yeah, he's also got that experience, though.
Well, that's my thing with Bo Nix is he's been around college for so long, and then now he's just on Oregon.
Yeah.
You're bound to eventually be good.
I mean, I think Auburn misused him personally, but yeah, we'll see. So the King of the Midday is back. All is restored,
yes,
said
sir,
David. You missed it, David. His 1-year anniversary was yesterday. So big ups to Latino Heat. I'll get on the minis, says Riley, if they drop a new series after the 4 left on the board. So let's go. I mean, the Warren Sapp helmet, Riley, is pretty cool in the minis.
Yeah.
Adam says, I like Jaden. I will take Justin from the Bears. Like Knicks. Penix injury history makes him a no for me. He says Raiders. Okay. I don't know. I think he's still young. He's had a few injuries, but I don't know. He looks pretty healthy to me, Alex. I'll say that.
I think it's because they were major injuries, like ACLs.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were talking about in the New Year's Eve broadcast, or New Year's Day, whatever it was. He doesn't run as much as he used to, but gosh, he's pretty good passing the ball.
His deep ball is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. 22 coming up, 22 of 30. Do we have another deep ball beast, Peyton Manning? You know, Peyton Manning had that wobbly football sometimes. It wasn't always a tight spiral, but man, was it efficient. The great Peyton Manning. He had the touchdown record with 2 different teams. He broke Marino's record when he was on the Colts. Then he broke Brady's record for passing touchdowns in the season. 55, that record, Alex, still stands today. I think it was like 2013 Manning did that. Ooh, speaking of Manning, it's a team that I most associate him with. And actually, this guy, I usually think of him as a Ram, but it's Eric Dickerson on the Colts Authentic. Lunar Authentic, Hall of Fame, 99. Nate the Great Alberts in the AFC South with Eric Dickerson. One of the records that I don't think will be broken anytime soon, Alex, if ever, 2,105 rush yards all the way back in 1984. I don't see it falling. I really don't.
I agree. The next record to be broken is probably the receiving record at some point.
And that may not happen this year anymore.
No, it's definitely not going to happen this year
Although
anymore.
CeeDee Lamb might get like 400 yards.
CeeDee Lamb is insane.
Everyone's been talking about Tyreek Hill, but CeeDee Lamb, could get like 400 yards and break it the last week of the season.
I felt like if they could have just passed it to him every time in that Lions game, he would have had 400 yards.
Yes, definitely. So nice get there, Nate, on Dickerson. Besides the most rushing yards in a single season all time, he's still 9th all time in rushing yards. So one of the best running backs of all time. Top 10, no question. The great Eric Dickerson with the Hall of Fame 99 inscription. Like the Warren Sapp, just a filler in the series. Yeah. You said top 5 all time in their spot. Defensive tackle Warren Sapp.
Yep.
Borderline, probably on the outside of top 5, but pretty darn close, right?
He's got the record at his position for most yards in a season.
Yes.
That says something.
He's easily top 10, that's for sure. We're getting guys that are top 5, top 10 all time at their spots. Is just filler hits in the diamonds. Not too bad.
I wasn't alive during the time, but were like the Rams and Colts even good in those eras when he was on those teams? So he wasn't doing it on a powerhouse team. I
think they were okay, but yeah, you're right. They weren't like Super Bowl winners or anything.
He wasn't on the Cowboys, Broncos, Niners.
Those offensive lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was.
Or just even like crazy schemes, like Shanahan's scheme with Denver. You can plug in a running back, they're going to rush for 1,000 yards.
He had what other guys didn't have, those beautiful goggles, Alex.
Yes, exactly.
He was a stolid man. But yeah, I agree. Phenomenal player, Eric Dickerson back in the day. Did it for 2 franchises.
That too.
So very, very cool. Jimmy says, I think he's prepared himself for the next level, the best of anyone. I think we're going to see Knicks explode anywhere he goes. Okay?
He didn't look good against good SEC defenses.
Yes.
And I know the Pac-12 was good this year, but it's not like they're...
Not defense. They were really good on offense.
Yeah.
They were really good on offense.
So I think I just have that scarred into my head that his time at Auburn, he was just bad against good defenses.
Yeah. But, again, he hasn't really... Auburn didn't have,
That's just for me to take him in the top 10. I think he can be a first-round,
pick. We'll see. There's a lot of good quarterbacks, too.
Yeah.
A lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL and the NFL draft. Box 29 is next. 29 of 30 in the hard count.
I feel like it's needed after all the injuries that happened this year. We need a new wave of quarterbacks.
We need, actually, 2 waves. We need some backups.
Yeah.
We need more Jake Browning. He's been pretty good for the Bengals. Adam says Knicks is a little old. I actually saw a graphic, not only Knicks, Penix as well. Some of these college quarterbacks are older than the current NFL starters.
That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to judge them. Like, if Justin Fields was still in college, he'd be lighting it up just like them, if not more.
Right. Here's a guy that lit it up in college and the NFL, pro and college football Hall of Famer, the Terminator. Actually, hold on. Yeah, Terminator inscription, Thurman Thomas. He was so good that Barry Sanders was his backup in college. Yeah. I know he was the experienced guy. Barry was the freshman. Barry would go on to have the most rushing yards in a single season in college history. By the way, Barry Sanders is out there in the vault on the line, Flash Authentic, and the custom college helmet in the Oklahoma State lid. But Thurman Thomas was the number one back at Oklahoma State ahead of Barry Sanders. And, of course, the number one back for the Bills. 1991 NFL MVP, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Beautiful salute to service, authentic, with the Beckett cert there and the Terminator inscription. Nate Alberts, congrats on Thurman Thomas. So that was a pretty good break. We only pulled one headliner.
Yeah.
And,
great fillers. Great fillers.
Devontae's a great name, but relative to what we have up there, probably one of our lesser headliners right now, right? So keep it going, guys. Sick Helmet says, Dolan, SDS always looks good.
Oh, yeah.
So they're NFL quarterbacks playing college kids. I like holding your kid back 3 years, says Adam. I mean, if you think about it this way, I guess they take less of a beating in college, right? So maybe better for the head injuries.
I think it's a good and a bad thing. Like, some people just take a little bit longer to develop. Mm-hmm. And that's all it is. And, we expect every quarterback to be good in his first 2 years, and sometimes it takes a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning's first season was horrible.
Yeah, a lot of interceptions. Had a lot of yards, but a lot of picks, a lot of losses. That's why I'm not ready to shut the door on Bryce Young personally. I know everyone is. But that Carolina team, I mean, they got rid of DJ Moore, his target, right?
See, I'm more off of the whole team, and then he just happens to be included. So that just sucks to be him.
Yeah, so we'll see. I guess they're not even going to get their first overall pick because the Bears have it. So they have some work to do in Carolina, that's for sure.
Their owner is a joke.
Yeah. Nicely put, Alex. Was it the owner who was throwing alcohol at the fans or something?
I think one of the fans was, just talking crap to him, and he got all mad and he tossed his drink and stomped out of the room.
Yeah, it's handled with class, right? Yeah. We got a jersey break coming up, and I think we have. Did Nate buy out the next diamond? No, we didn't. We have some company there.
Yes, we do.
But we do have a jersey. We have a college as well, so we'll get these breaks rolling. College single number 1. Drop me a box number.
We'll say Nate Albert's Packers might just have the blueprint for quarterbacks because Jordan Love looks great.
3rd in the league in passing touchdowns right now, Jordan Love.
I mean, the Packers just keep on doing it.
They keep on doing it. Aaron Kahn wants box 20. Is Aaron Kahn in this break?
I know you asked for the college, but it's the jersey.
Oh, my fault. All right, so
we just do the college.
Yeah, let's do the college first. I did ask for the wrong one. That's my bad, but Aaron will do the college first, then we'll do the jersey next. We'll do box 20. That works. Maybe I'm just so pumped for the college, Alex. I know we go in order usually, but they're right next to each other. And I did ask for college first. Let's do college. Steve Young's first 6 years were throwaways to Steven. I mean, a backup to Joe Montana, right? He was a Buccaneer, actually, at the start, too. But, yeah, Steve Young ended up being pretty darn good. Steve Young, also in our series right now, a headliner in the Diamonds, the best lefty quarterback of all time, Steve Young. So let's get these guys thrown in here. 9 times coming up for the college break. 2 years as a Buccaneer, right? I think he was in that creamsicle era, Alex, Mr. Steve Young. So 9 clicks. Actually, what is it? Yeah, 9 clicks for our dice roll. Yeah, I'm a lefty quarterback lover. I know you're not, but something about the lefty quarterback, to me, it just looks cool. So, I'm a lefty. Steve was my man as a kid, says Craig. There we go, Craig. Craig gets it. Come and get that Steve Young and the Diamonds, Craig. Dan Scapetta's got the Big Ten. Brian Chapman in the Big 12. Aaron Kahn, ACC and Pac-12. Dan in the SEC, it just means more. And then we got Chris and everything else. I think it's like the second time since 2005, Alex, there's no SEC team in the national title game, which is crazy to think about. I don't think there's a single team that stands out. I can't say for sure who the best team in the country is, But if I had to pick mine, I would pick Georgia. But that's the way it goes. They didn't even make the dance.
It's going to be another clash of offense versus defense. Michigan with the defense, Washington with the offense.
I don't know who to pick.
Usually,
I know.
Usually defense prevails.
Yeah, Washington has been sneaky though, so we'll see.
It's the year of the Harbaughs. Ravens are winning the Super Bowl. Michigan's winning the national championship.
Did you see the interview
with his parents?
I
thought his dad was.
I thought it was him for a second, and I was like, did he like dress up or something? His dad looks exactly like Jim Harbaugh. It was spooky. Ear of the Harbaugh, says Alex. All right. Let's see what we got here in our first college box. Box 20. Could number 20 be in box 20? Barry Sanders. I see what you're going for there, Aaron Kahn. Well, Brian Chapman hopes so. This is not the Barry Sanders. It is a headliner, though. One of the most iconic-looking lids. It's the USC Trojan Amon-Ra St. Brown authentic. That is very, very clean right there. Amon-Ra, borderline top 5 in the NFL. He's either top 5 or 6 or 7 in all the categories. Receiving yards, catches, touchdowns. He's up there with the best of them. I know Detroit's got a great team this year. I know their running backs are really good. But I would say the biggest part of their offense is this guy right here, Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the Pac-12. He's a stud. Aaron Kahn with the beautiful Amon-Ra lid. Cool. What'd you think about that play this weekend? I hated it. I know maybe the guy didn't say he reported. I know it was controversial, but let him count it. I wanted the touchdown, Alex, or the 2-point play, whatever.
The thing is, apparently, one of the linemen went up to the ref and said that this other lineman is eligible. They're trying to trick the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He's doing too much.
Yeah.
It's a 2-point conversion. You don't have to do. And like Dan Campbell was complaining, he's like, I told the refs before the game. It's like 3.5 hours before.
Yeah, they probably forgot.
These refs already have enough to worry about getting a call wrong.
So you thought it was the right call, I guess.
It wasn't the right call, but it's just you're doing too much.
Yes.
Like just sit. Like you don't need to do all that.
Do you think it's too much if you go for it again on your own 7-8 yard line?
I mean, at that point, I kind of liked it because he's just like, screw it, we're going for it.
We're going for it, baby. So nice hit, Aaron Kahn, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So Georgia stands out, says Craig. 63-3. I did see a graphic, Alex, that actually in that game. Now, keep in mind, I know Florida State had their quarterback out, their receiver, their running back, but technically speaking, both teams had 27 players out. Georgia had a lot of guys out. They still won 63-3.
Because they're loaded.
And their best player, Brock Bowers, was out as well. So I get that Florida State wasn't fully there, but neither was Georgia. 63 points is a lot. A whole lot of points. We got the Brown Rice next. We got Michael Howe, Thomas Kohlenberg, Chris DeStasio, James Turney, Alfred Staub, and Skylar McCarty. So jersey single number 1, go ahead and drop me a box number. I was watching the game with my girlfriend's dad and, her grandma, and the grandma was like, they scored again? What's going on? I was like, tell me about it. It was ugly. Jimmy says 28. It was lucky for me yesterday. What'd you get with that one, Jimmy? 28. I usually call it the Marshall Falk or the Curtis Martin box, but in honor of that Hydroflex Fred Taylor, Alex, I'm going to call it the Fred Taylor box. And that could be coming out in the next break in the Diamonds.
Still out there, huh? Look at that.
Yeah. Very cool. Very, very cool. So 28 coming up. Good luck, guys. Then we have the Diamond Quad. Then we have a mini break. And Alex, if you can double check, I think it's probably get the minis off the personal page. Actually, it's already off. Perfect. Never mind. So good job, Steven, yesterday. He got the Dawkins flat white triple inscribed. That's sick. I think that was in our last Diamond series, the Brian Dawkins.
I'm just glad Colin didn't drool on it.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to double check it. We might have to send him a replacement. Colin might have drooled on it, Alex. You're right. So 7, what was it? 9 clicks, 8 and 9. Thomas up top in the NFC North. Skylar in the NFC South. We got ourselves NFC East, Michael Howe. James, NFC West. Alfred AFC North, James AFC South, Chris AFC East, and Thomas AFC West. Tell Colin if he wants to make a trade, hit me up. All right. We don't usually like the host trading with the customers, but Colin probably would really want that one if we're being honest, right? 28 coming up, 28 of 30. Here we go. Here we go. This is one we like here, Alex. This is a fantastic hit. One of the all-time great Bears. My other favorite player growing up, right? It was Manning, Urlacher, Devin Hester were the guys I liked as a kid. This is one of those linebackers that did absolutely everything. Brian Urlacher could tackle you. He could cover the running back. I mean, I think of how great he was back then. These days, the linebacker position is different, right? You have to cover the running back out of the backfield, cover the tight ends. He could still do that today, Brian Urlacher.
Oh, yeah.
So Hall of Famer, pro and college both, former Defensive Player of the Year. That's the NFC North. Thomas Kohlenberg, awesome hit on the Urlacher.
Yeah, I think you're the one that told me he was a returner in college.
He was.
Like, look at that.
He did everything.
Imagine your middle linebacker returning kicks in college.
He was a safety. At one point, he played a little bit of tight end receiver, kick and punt return. I think it was New Mexico State.
Yeah.
He did everything there. An absolute beast, Urlacher. So Jimmy's a Pats fan. What you want for it, says David. Who's your team? So, yeah, let him know on the trade. Nice hit, Thomas. Brian Urlacher. 54. This was my first NFL jersey ever, Alex. I got an Urlacher. It was actually an orange Bear jersey.
Okay.
The first NFL jersey I ever owned. It was cool. I still have it, actually. It doesn't fit me. I'm too fat now.
I think my first Bears jersey was a Devin Hester.
Okay, yeah. Devin Hester was awesome. I also have a Rex Grossman jersey, too. Sexy Rexy.
Oh.
That used to be my Halloween costume back in the day. And then Colin Rudisil wore it on the air last year when he lost the bet. So, very nice. All right, Thomas Urlacher with the Hall of Fame 18 inscription, by the way. So, very cool hit. I know there's only, like... David told us about it one time on the air. You may look it up, Alex, but there's something like 30-something guys ever that are in the Pro and College Football Hall of Fame. Urlacher's one of them.
Oh, look at that.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you would think there'd be more.
Let me look it up real quickly, just because I'm curious right now. We do have a diamond break coming up, though, so I'll go ahead and ask for the numbers. Diamond quad number 2. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers, guys, for the diamonds. Let's see.
Oh, Nate was ready.
He was ready. Pro Football Hall of Fame and College Football Hall of Famers. So, let's see here. I don't know. There's not a clear list. I'll look it up when I get more time, Alex. Yep. Singletary is a Pro and College Football Hall of Famer, as is Dick Butkus. All those Bear linebackers did all of those. So Nate is ready with the boxes. 4 coming up. The only question is Peyton Manning one of them, Alex?
We hope so.
We hope so. That'd be sick. So we got the hard count, Steven, Matthew, Nate. So Everett Kahn saying, Aaron Kahn, please enter. Jimmy, I got Ty Law helmet, says Nate. We do get a lot of Ty Law in the break room. One of my favorite helmets to pull, Alex, because I can say, you fought the law, and Ty Law won. And he usually did.
Every time I see anything with Ty Law, I think of that now.
You're welcome. You are very welcome. Former Michigan guy.
Yeah.
He's probably pretty pumped about the Wolverines making the national championship game. Yeah, I'm leaning Michigan, but I don't know. I feel like everyone's counting Washington out, and that's a dangerous team. They're really good in close games, especially.
Yeah, Washington is really good, but I've been saying Michigan for the last month or two, so I just got to stick with it.
No, you're the one that's getting the picks right. Do I dare say it? No, I won't say anything. I'll wait till after this next week, Alex.
This week, I have no idea what's going to happen because everyone's sitting there.
Everyone's sitting. So it's so weird. We got Matthew McLaughlin in the NFC East, Stephen Reljak, NFC West, Nate has the rest here in the Diamond Quad. We'll start with 10, the Messi number, the GOAT number as I call it. Box 10 of 30 coming up. Only 30 boxes in these diamonds. I mean, we could clear these out tonight. We had we did a quad already. This is our second quad. After this one, there's only 16 left, Alex.
Yeah, and the other quad's getting bought into.
Whew. Fire. So the first box in the quad box break for the diamonds. What do we got here? Tons of headliners on the board. I think we're almost getting close to a 50% chance at a photo authentic headliner.
I want to see Puka because I didn't get to see him last time.
You want to see Puka? Well, we'll probably see him a little bit later. We are going to see an NFC West hit. The best lefty quarterback of all time. It is Steve Young. Beautiful 49er authentic. Steven doing what he does best. Single spot snipes of authentic quarterback headliners. Steve Young. And this is fantastic.
Man, have a day.
Holy cow. So former BYU legend in college, the first overall pick for the Buccaneers, two-time league MVP, 4 times led the league in passing touchdowns, 6 times in passer rating, 5 times in completion percentage, made 7 straight Pro Bowls, one of the most efficient guys of all time, better than a 2-to-1 touchdown to pick ratio. He was a great passer, a great runner, the great Steve Young. Wow. Well, that's probably the hit of the show so far.
Yeah.
But with all the diamonds that we have coming up, I don't think it's going to be the hit of the show when we're done, Alex, right?
Not much longer now.
But nice hit, Steven. This guy, I don't know what he's been eating for breakfast lately, if he's re-wearing the same Lucky socks, but it works for Steven.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a Georgia Bulldog fan. They know all about winning, Alex.
Is that all it takes?
That's all it takes. Rosa was a Georgia Bulldog fan.
Good point.
So.
Who's Nate's college? Do they have a college?
Great question. Nate, do you have a college squad, brother? I know he's a Packer fan. Is he Wisconsin? Nate got the Wisconsin triple sign lid last night. That was cool.
Was insane.
The Watt brothers. So we were laughing. It's like JJ and TJ, maybe top 10 all time at their spots. And then you have Derek Watt, like he's the third brother. In most families, you make the NFL, you're the athletic one in the family.
Oh, yeah.
Derek is just the other Watt. But that was cool. You guys are killing it for me. Appreciate it, says Steven. You're welcome, Steven. Thank you so much for playing, man. Thank you, Nate, for picking the boxes. Yes, sir. Nate with the ultimate assist here at Ultimate Autographs, pun intended.
Nate the Great.
Mm-hmm. All right, next box. We got the Josh Allen box here, number 17. Can you believe this, Alex? The Buffalo Bills. This is one of the craziest things I've seen in the history of sports. They could potentially this week get the 2 seed in the playoffs or miss the playoffs altogether.
Yeah.
They're both technically possible, which is wild. So Nate, he got the Steve Young on that one. Steve Young authentic for Steven. That is fantastic. So we got ourselves 17 coming up. 17 of 30 in the hard count. He says I have 3 Youngs. You're good, right? He didn't have any Wisconsin triple sign, though.
No.
So I bet you he doesn't have a ripped half Broncos, half Colts Manning helmet, Alex. That's something he probably does not have. So our next authentic, what do we got here? Oh, baby, this is beautiful. Let's drip, baby. Ooh. Rob Gronkowski on the custom drip authentic. One of the best tight ends of all time. The most receiving touchdowns in a single season by a tight end. Rob Gronkowski, I think 17 of them, Alex. Multi-time Pro Bowler, multi-time Super Bowl champion. He might be in his absolute prime the most talented tight end of all time.
I think he is. When I go back and I look at some of the stuff he was doing, I'm like, oh my God.
Like, I think you look at Travis Kelce, you look at Tony Gonzalez, probably for me slightly better because of longevity historically. But if I'm picking one tight end for one game, one season, it's hard not to pick this guy because he's a great blocker too, Rob Gronkowski. An absolute beast. Nate Alberts. I bet you doesn't have this exact Gronk, right? This is nice. This is very, very nice. So, nice hit, says Dolan. Nice hit indeed. This is sick, Rob Gronkowski. So, very, very nice right there on the Drip Authentic, the silver, the black. This is cool. Great lid Gronk. Because of how this is customized, Alex, I think it's the new hit of the show.
Oh, it has to be.
This is fantastic. Thanks for taking the young for me, Stephen LOL, says Nate. And he thanks us for getting this one as well here, Rob Gronkowski. Instead of the whole Nate gifting stuff to people, doesn't even have to gift it to anyone.
Nope.
Stephen just won it. So so far, so good for Nate on this break. Good stuff, Nate. Nate, to be honest with you, I don't know the value on the Gronk just because this is not something you can really look up online because it's a custom lid. You always hear me say with these custom lids, I always call them 4-digit helmets, as in more than 1,000. But some of these online are going for more than $2,000.
Yeah, they are.
This specific one, I can't tell you for sure because I've only seen it once ever. We actually had this exact same one time, Alex, but typically stuff like this you're not going to find on the internet. So what you'll hear me say is if you're patient enough, you might be able to get $2,000 for this. If you're wanting to get rid of it right away, it may be less than that. Really depends on who you talk to. Imagine finding a New England Patriot and Arizona Wildcat fan, the biggest Gronk fan ever, someone who watches the Subway commercials and tapes them, Alex, just for Gronk. You could probably put this out there for $2,000, right? So very, very cool though for sure. So yeah, I would definitely say a lot more than 500, William. A lot of the custom lids again go for a lot more online, and there's a mistake people often do. They want to get rid of these, and I'll see them post these custom lids, and they're just not getting bites, right? You're not gonna get a helmet bought out online right away. So then what they do is they lower the value. You wait 3-4 months, you'll get a lot more than 500 for this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a Gronk Authentic itself is in that 500 ballpark, but then you get the customization. That is a lot of lowballing, I would say. Just because someone put it up online for 500 doesn't mean that that's the value. I've seen a Chrome Flex Patrick Mahomes online, Alex, for $1,800, and I've seen the exact same helmet for $3,700.
Yeah.
So the truth about these custom lids, I don't know. But if you're gonna get only 500 for this, you're getting ripped off. That's the truth. That is the truth.
So 100% worth more than the spot.
Yes. So it might be hard to get 2,000. I agree, David. But I'm willing to bet that you can get a lot closer to 2,000 than 500 for it. That's for sure. So David says I bought a Drew Brees Chrome Speedflex with 2 inscriptions for $1,500. Yeah, the Chrome Flex, this is actually, believe it or not though, more rare than a Chrome Flex. The drip helmet is a little bit more rare. So it is very, very hard for sure. So I pay $500 for it, says Drewster. Yeah, I mean, I bet a lot of people would pay $500 for this. I can tell you that if you're only getting $500 for this, that's not fair value, Alex.
No.
That's for sure. But, I mean, you guys go out there and purchase these custom helmets more than I do. I know William specifically isn't a custom helmet guy. But for those guys who are out there purchasing the customs, let us know how much those Chrome Flexes, those drip helmets, how much you're actually buying or selling them for. Because I know there was one that we had, a Chrome Flex. It was a dual sign Bettis and Heinz Ward, and a guy said that he had offers for $2,200.
Look at that.
So it really depends on for sure. So there we go, Rob Gronkowski. Beautiful lid. I could be wrong though, Alex. Again, I hear the Fanatics prices. You know, I always like to quote those because you get a Mahomes. You know, Fanatics Lunar is up there for $1,800. This is not up there on the site, so I don't know exactly what the going rate is, but it is beautiful. That is for sure. So we got ourselves another box here, 20 coming up. Box 20 of 30 in the hard count diamond helmets. And do we have the Peyton Manning lid next? We already had 2 headliners in this break, Alex. We are cooking through the diamonds, to say the least. Ooh, here's one of the best defensive players ever. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. 4-time Super Bowl champion. It's Mean Joe Green on the Lunar Authentic for the Steelers. Very, very nice. That is fantastic there. Nate Alberts on your Lunar Authentic for Joe Green. Iconic player, Mr. Joe Green. Those Coke commercials back in the day. It's a fantastic lid there, Nate. Nicely done on Joe Green with the Hall of Fame 87 inscription. So Nate says, I sold the Chris Carter Hydro Custom for $950, then found one that was valid for $1,200, and I bought it for $600. So again, that's where it goes. The values are very, very different out there on the custom lids. But they are beautiful to look at, Alex, that's for sure. So nice get on the Joe Green. Let me look this up. Rob Gronkowski, Patriots Authentic Helmet. Thanks, Mean Joe, right? So, I mean, you look at some of this stuff on Fanatics right now, Alex. Again, this is the Fanatics retail price. I know you guys can find these cheaper, but there's actually a Rob Gronkowski Patriot Authentic on Fanatics right now going for $999.99. I know Fanatics isn't the end-all, be-all. I know you guys can find these cheaper, but if there's a standard Gronk Authentic going for $1,000, the custom one got to go for a lot more than $500, I imagine, right? So good job, Nate. Personally, Alex, when it comes to the custom lids, for me, I would keep them. Forget the value, right? They just look cool. They look really, really cool. So one more coming up in this awesome quad box break. So we'll put this one away. And then we have mini helmets, then we have college next. Most people in the break room prefer the custom look to it, right? I know some guys don't, like William's not a custom guy, but most people in the room, they drool over the customs. Ooh. Craig says, I PC the Steelers. Stoked to see so many players in this Diamond Series. Craig, if I had to guess, probably the second most popular team in the break room is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
We got Dallas Cowboys the most. Pittsburgh probably the second most here in the break room. We do have a TJ Watt photoed headliner and a Jerome Bettis photoed headliner. And then Joe Green just as a secondary guy here in the breaks. We could get guys like George Pickens. He had a big game recently just as fillers. Pat Freiermuth, exactly.
And just a lot of old school guys. Lynn Swan.
Mm-hmm.
The Steel Curtain.
The Steel Curtain. We got the triple side Lambert, Russell, and Ham one. So a lot of good stuff. 24 coming up. 24 of 30 in the hard count. What do we got next here in the break room? Do we have the Manning lid? Do we have another headliner, Alex? Headliner ratios are kind of through the roof right now. Well. What did you just say, Craig? You PC Steelers? You like Steelers? Here's the best current Steeler of them all. It is TJ Watt on the Authentic. TJ Watt currently, Alex, might lead the league in sacks for the third time in his career.
It's insane.
There has been no player in the history of the NFL to lead the league in sacks, 3 times ever. He's got 17. Trey Hendrickson has 17. Josh Allen, 16.5. Khalil Mack, 15. Daniel Hunter, 15.5. So if TJ Watt has a big week 18, which he probably will, he'll be the first guy ever to lead the league in sacks 3 times. Awesome get. Probably the 2 best Steeler linemen of all time, back-to-back. Joe Green and T.J. Watt.
Yeah. Yeah, probably right.
And Craig says, and Y entered a few breaks. That's the one he wanted. Yeah, Nate Alberts. Great get on the T.J. Watt. I mean, I was going to say, is it the two best Steeler defensive players ever? But there's Rod Woodson, who was really good. Troy Polamalu.
James Harrison.
So many great defensive players. So, great job there. Congrats, Nate, says Craig. Congrats indeed on the T.J. Watt. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that just... I think T.J. Watt, oddly enough, Alex, for me at least, does not get enough credit for how good he is. I mean, I know Myles Garrett is great. Micah Parsons is great. I'm not saying that they're, much worse than him, but for me, there's no debate in my mind who the best defensive player in the league is, and it's this guy, T.J. Watt. Nice, says Nate. Nice indeed, man. He got 3 out of 4 in the quad. 1 as well for Steven. Minis are next. Mini double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. And then we do have the college double afterwards. We have a diamond double. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So let's keep these breaks rolling, guys. We got Robert Liley, Jason Odens, Kyle Hummel, Mel Murdoch, David Griffin, and Mel Murdoch again. All these shows, without fail, Alex, it's been non-stop fire the last 3 weeks.
That's what we do.
It's what we do, baby. Pittsburgh Steelers right now going to finish over 500 again for Mike Tomlin.
Once again, it's what he does.
500 or better. But they might finish 10-7 and miss the playoffs, Alex. They need a Bills or a Jaguars loss. And I know it's tough to say, but if you look at it on paper, I've got Buffalo, I've got Jacksonville, both winning this week. I think the Ravens might rest some guys. Pittsburgh might win this week and still miss the playoffs. And they'll have no one to be mad at but themselves, right? Because they lost to the Patriots and the Cardinals this year, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Those are 2 tough ones. I thank them for those wins, though.
Yes, right? Make sure the Bears get that number 1 pick from Carolina. I guess we'll put probably the Warren Sapp or Devontae Adams.
Put them all for now.
We'll put them on there for now. A lot of great lids already here in the break room today. Yeah, we'll have some decisions when it comes to the hit video. Just taking a peek at these all together. These look nice, Alex, don't they? Holy cow. So we got 20 and 21 from Jason. He was first. David second with 16 and 30. We will get 20 and 21 off the ticker. So thank you, David. Just a little bit late. We did have Jason Odens right before him. So that last mini break is the last mini in the current set. Then we have a brand new mini afterwards. The Game Changers, Alex. So we're closing up a bunch of series today and then moving on to new ones. Just the way we like it. Cool. So we'll throw these guys in for their divisions. And let's keep going on that diamond break. I'm looking at the diamonds right now. 16 left. Peyton Manning, Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson, Jerome Bettis, Puka Nacua, Fred Taylor. There's a 6 and 14 chance at a photo headliner. Then we add in the Kurt Warner, Mike Evans, Aiden Hutchinson, 9 and 14, Alex. The odds in the diamonds are, in one word, stacked. Absolutely stacked. So we will go 9 times here. Good luck, everybody, for our minis first. I think have we broken for the cycle yet, Alex?
We just need the ball drop.
And that's the chase.
Chase.
Excellent.
And a vault, actually.
No vaults?
I don't know why.
I know why. The Diamonds are stealing the show, but otherwise, the vault was the hot break yesterday. So we haven't had to do a top-to-bottom rundown. I have to show off that vault itself to get it moving a little bit. So Kyle Hummel in the NFC North. NFC South is Mel Murdoch. NFC East is Mel as well. We got Mel in the NFC West. Jason Odens, AFC North. Robert Lively, AFC South and East. And David Griffin out there in the AFC West. So Mel might be getting himself a creamsicle Warren Sapp here. Could be our second Warren Sapp of the show. We'll get started with box 20 first. 20 of 30. Let's see here. We got ourselves an Eagle here. One of the last guys that was part of their Super Bowl win over the Patriots. I actually had the winning strip sack of Tom Brady, former Pro Bowler, another Michigan Wolverine right now, Alex. It's Brandon Graham on the mini. So good job, Mel. You've got the Graham Eagle mini helmet right there. Very cool. And what is going on with the Eagles, Alex?
It's not. They're missing Shane Steichen. They're missing their offensive coordinator.
It's been tough.
They're missing Jonathan Gadden, their defensive coordinator. Everyone harped on him last year, but
yeah, well, they were
a lot worse without him.
They were 10-1 to start, and it's been tough sailing afterwards. I was thinking about the playoffs this year, and I have this just realization that I have no idea who's going to win, because you look at the Chiefs, you look at the Bills, the Eagles, these powerhouses of the recent years. The Bengals aren't even in the playoffs. All these big teams are down, and then who are the best teams right now on the way up? I mean, Detroit Lions, Dallas Cowboys, Baltimore Ravens, certainly. We haven't seen those guys win in the playoffs in recent years. Even the Niners, we haven't seen Brock in the playoffs win consistently. So there's not really one team that I look at right now in the NFL that I'm like, that's the team. It was the Niners, but I've definitely changed my mind.
I mean, right now it has to be the Ravens.
Right?
It has to be.
Lamar has one playoff win. I know it's a different team, but they're not great in close games. They're great at blowing teams out. We'll see if they can win a close playoff game,
that's
Alex.
the same thing with the Niners.
Exactly. So I just don't have confidence in any team right now in the National Football League, which makes me feel a little bit better about my Chiefs, because I'm thinking that playoff experience, does it prevail against these teams who haven't been winning in the playoffs? We'll see.
A lot of storylines potentially too. Flacco versus the Ravens, maybe.
Stafford versus the Lions.
And that might happen round 1.
Yes. And we could have Mahomes and Allen round 2. Tyreek Hill in Kansas City round 1. Talk about another homecoming.
I think that's going to happen.
It's going to be fun.
Dolphins line is banged up.
Yep.
They're not playing very good either.
I know Chubb is out. Howard, I think, is out. I think Buffalo wins that game as well. We got ourselves our second mini here. Here it is, Alex. The Creamsicle.
Ooh,
Hall of Fame 13 inscription. Warren Sapp. Beckett certified there. Mel Murdoch. Congrats on your Warren Sapp mini. Earlier we were talking about Sapp. 1990s, 2000s All-Decade Team. Former Defensive Player of the Year. Super Bowl champion. Considered to be one of the best players of all time. I know Steven's got this stat that looks at all the positions and the value, and he's somewhere in the 40s as far as the best players in the history of the NFL among any position. The great Warren Sapp. I know Mel had multiple spots in that break, but he has taken home both minis, Warren Sapp and Brandon Graham, Super Bowl champion, pass rushers. Nicely done, Mel.
Good thing Mel got that last spot, too. That was the closer magic right there. That's why you close out breaks.
Ooh, good job, Mel. Closer magic, brother. Warren Sapp.
Even though Mel already had a couple spots, Mel was like, I need to get one more. And it worked out.
Yeah. So good job, Mel. We found out Mel was not the best at making chili, but he's really good at winning breaks, which is more important. There was a Melvin that I used to work at my first TV station job. He made the best chili ever, Alex. And I was like, I wonder if this guy makes good chili. And turns out he just wins breaks, which is a little bit more valuable than chili.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. So congrats on the Warren Sapp, Mel. Very nice creamsicle right there, Mr. Murdoch.
Remember, I thought my uncle's chili was really good. And I was like, man, where do you get this chili? Like, how did you make this? And then my dad later on tells me, it's just out of a can.
Oh.
It was just canned chili.
I thought you were going to say that he bought it from Wendy's.
No.
Because that's actually not bad either.
No, it was just some canned chili.
Sure.
And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, my girlfriend's mom makes really good sweet and salty chili. It's got a mix of both. It is definitely heaven. So I picture myself eating some chili and watching playoff football in the weeks to come. Study the Playbook double, college double, Matthew McLaughlin and Dan Scapetta in here. College double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. And then we do have a diamond double to follow. Let's keep these orders moving. We're actually only 5 to go in the next diamond quad as well. Only 5 to go in the vault quad, 5 to go in the diamond single, 5 to go in the vault single. You know how this is, Alex. 3 or less is the magic number. All those breaks get 1 or 2 more spots bought in, and they fill up pretty quickly.
Oh, Buckster's team, too. Look at that.
There we go, Mel! Mel! We always say, Alex, we don't cheer for guys to win in the break room, but if we're being honest, we absolutely love when guys win their favorite team.
You have to.
That is so cool. Nice hit, Mel, says Jimmy. What's up, Daniel Kyler? Just breaking boxes on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
This noon show lately has been just, you know it better than most, straight up fire. We were worried about the noon show. We're like, are these people going to play in the noon show? And they do.
It.
They love the noon show.
As they should.
Mel, says Jimmy. Danny wants 15. Danny's also a newer guy in the break room. Okay. He's not new to winning, though. He's won a lot here at UA since he started. Looking for that single spot snipe. He wants 15 and 6, Alex, in the double box break. Let me throw this out there for Danny. This is obviously a dream scenario. I'm by no means guaranteeing it. But how about this? How about a single spot snipe, Dan? You get LaDainian Tomlinson and Barry Sanders. Or you get Adrian Peterson and Barry Sanders. Or LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson in that Big 12. Just to clarify this, by the way, guys, we talked about it in our meeting. At least for the next few months, we are going with the current college conferences. I know next year, who knows what's going to happen with the Pac-12. We're going to revisit how we run the college breaks next year, or later this year, rather. But for the current system, a lot of these teams, Alex, technically don't join the new conferences until August, for example. Now, they've got the spring season for baseball, all those other sports. So right now, we have the Big 10, the Big 12, the ACC, the Pac-12, and then we have the everything else section, and what I forget. Big 10, Big 12, ACC, Pac-12, SEC, everything else. So it's the current college conferences, and we're going with the current divisions as of this moment, as of the bowl season. So, for example, if we get a Nebraska hit, Nebraska's now in the Big 10, even if it's a former Big 12 player, everything Nebraska goes to the Big 10. So hopefully that makes sense. Megan says new college break should be SEC, ACC, and everything else. Don't forget the Big 10, Megan. And actually, technically, Alex, we still have the ACC is still intact. So the only conference coming apart is the Pac-12. So we'll see how we do it, next fall, next summer. But for now, it's the current divisions, conferences, just to make it completely obvious. So we got ourselves 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 clicks. So Matthew has Big 10, Big 12, ACC, Pac-12, SEC, then everything else is Dan. Everything else includes all the independents. That includes the FCS, the D2, the D3, anything that's not Power 5. So, for example, Notre Dame is the most common everything else team we get here in the break room. Yep, you're right, Megan. Notre Dame, exactly. Great minds think alike. Megan and I have kind of become best friends, Alex. She reads my mind all the time. The Meg. Not necessarily, Dan. Not necessarily. Oh, here we go. You'll like this one, Alex. We got TJ Edwards on the Wisconsin lid. An absolute monster. We here in the Chicagoland area know that very well. Beautiful full-size rep right there. Matthew McLaughlin. Nice hit on the TJ Edwards. The Wisconsin helmet is so nice, isn't it?
It actually is.
It is beautiful. I know Steven Ryan's a big Wisconsin fan. TJ Edwards, one of the best linebackers in the league. Let's see here. Former first-team All-American in college. Doing it big for the Bears this season. I know Roquan hurt, but TJ has slid right in and doing big work for the Bears this season as well. And actually, look at the NFL tackle leaders. Seventh, TJ Edwards.
He was leading for a long time and just got passed up the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Roquan, by the way, is fifth. So both of them doing really, really well.
And at a third of the price.
Yes, that is true. That is very, very true. So nice hit there, Matthew. I have won several Notre Dame helmets with the everything else, says Megan. Not a bad spot, Dan. We can get stuff like Lou Holtz, Joe Theismann.
Yeah.
They may not be headliners. I know we did pull the Tim Brown. We did pull the Jerome Bettis. But there might be other Irish lids. Who knows what else might be in there, Alex? You never know. Good job, Matthew, on the TJ Edwards lid. That Bear defense, the second half of this year, has been legit, Alex.
It has been.
They're coming, together at the right time. Had it not been for 3 double-digit blown leads, the Bears would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Matt Eberflus, but I'll give him credit. He's developing the players good, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
He knows defense. That's his thing. Former defensive coordinator for the Colts when they were doing really good. Former defensive coordinator for the Mizzou Tigers.
Look at that.
Matt Eberflus.
Did not know that one. I know he was a linebackers coach for the Cowboys for a while, too.
I think I missed him by 1 year. I think he was the DC right before I went to school, but it was the year Mizzou in 07 was really, really good.
Yeah.
They were ranked in the top 5 in the country. Only had 2 losses this year, both to Oklahoma, by the way. And he was the DC on that Mizzou team back then. So good job, though, Matthew, on TJ Edwards.
I mean, the Eagles are hurting without TJ Edwards for sure. Their linebackers are not very good. They could definitely use him back on the team.
Yes, they can. Their secondary is even worse. Holy cow. I don't know. Their pass rush is still good, though, but if you can't really cover or tackle anybody, even if you pressure the quarterback, it's still problems, right?
I'm saying that's the big part with the linebackers. They're getting beat over the middle a lot.
Tough. I know Colin Rudisil is somewhere in the back watching and crying. Poor guy.
Shaq Leonard was supposed to fix the issues, but his surgeries are really showing up because he's not what he used to be.
Used to be coached by Matt Eberflus.
He was coached.
Yes. So won 3 out of 4 in the college squad from the Irish, says Daniel Kyler. Won the Bettis, says Danny earlier. So I'm liking the look of the Bears defense right now as well, says Megan. Sad to see Roquan Smith go, but I do like the focus of signing some other studs on defense, right? So
that's if it was closed.
No, it was if it was closed, Jimmy. Just to clarify, hopefully I didn't. Yeah, I think I said it right, Alex.
Yeah, if it closed.
If it closed
by 12:30.
So that was a reward for the guys if you close out the current one. We don't offer up a second wheel spin just because. We offer it up usually as a reward for you guys.
Yeah.
So the ball drop has not closed, so there will not be a second wheel spin this show.
Still could have one if we close it up, but
yeah. Jimmy says misheard, my bad. No problem, Jimmy. That happens sometimes. We do have one more box in the college here. 6 of 30. Study the playbook. A lot of these guys, I guess, study the playbook, but not much else in college, right? Most of these guys are, NFL-bound superstars.
They study the playbook, not exams.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, this one feels like an authentic Alex. Ooh. Oh, yeah. We got ourselves the most underrated receiver of all time. NFL's 4th all-time leading guy in receiving touchdowns. It's the Ohio State Buckeye lid. Ooh. It's the Big Ten. It's Chris Carter.
Double up.
So we talk about all these modern guys, Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith and the Jigba. And then you look back at another Ohio State receiver from back in the day, Chris Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the tradition right there. Nice hit, Matthew. Beautiful Chris Carter, Buckeye. Authentic right
shining.
Here. Yeah, it just sparkles. Look at this thing. It looks like someone's daughter put some glitter on it, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful on Chris Carter. Man, he is so good. Chris Carter without the H, by the way.
Yeah.
C-R-I-S, Chris Carter.
That's
very nice.
That's a good one, Steven. That's a good one.
Unless they're Michigan, then they just study the other sideline single. And it's working. It's working for Michigan this year. Chris Carter probably does not like Michigan as an Ohio State
Chris
guy.
Carter the one that came up with "Come On, Man"?
Maybe. I know he was a broadcaster. I think he got fired actually.
Yeah.
So Pro Football Hall of Famer, just under 14,000 receiving yards, 4th all-time in receiving touchdowns, 8-time Pro Bowler. Nice get there, Mr. Matthew. I like that, Steven. That's funny. That is funny. I think there was an Alabama guy said something like they couldn't look at tape the same way because of the Michigan scandal or something. I don't know what it was. I want Harbaugh as the Bear coach, Alex.
I do too. I just know it'll never happen.
It'll never happen?
Kevin Warren, the Bears president, former Big Ten president, not very fond of Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
So that'll just
okay. Well, we'll
sadly
see.
never happen.
We'll
I
see.
wish. Yeah, what's Chris Carter?
Megan says, I feel like every team tries to cheat or get the edge over each other. Just don't get caught, right? Be careful. I know Megan would do that because we found out from the Naughty or Nice series.
Oh, yeah.
Megan's definitely naughty. Hard count double coming up. I'm just joking, Meg, by the way.
I think what Michigan did too was actually allowed in the NFL. It's not allowed in college because not every team has the resources to go around and track other colleges like that.
Okay, interesting.
So
yeah,
it's more of like a college law that you're not allowed to do what they did.
Okay.
Because not every team has the resource to send people out to other games.
Right.
Like every week.
Right. I mean, it's different. The Patriots scandal was the practices, but technically, if you're going to a football game, like I'm allowed to record people doing stuff in a game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And you're not allowed to do it in college because it's an unfair advantage because not every team has the ability to do that because not every team has the same budget.
Who's going to the Chargers, Adam?
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. Ooh, with Herbert.
He loves Justin Herbert.
Ooh, that would be a good fit. That'd be a good fit. Not cheat, bend the rules till they break, says Jimmy, right?
There you go.
Craig won 16 and 23 in the Diamonds. 16 and 23 going off the ticker.
And it was Chris Carter that came up with. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, man. Awesome. So this is the college we just did. Actually, no, we have the Diamond 16 and 23. So we'll get those off the ticker. 14 and 15. And we'll get 23 off as well.
Was Chris Carter staying on or coming off?
Nah, we'll have him stay on. It's college season. It's something different. I don't know. Sapp or Adams. Either one's fine with me, Alex. They're both like earlier in the show. I know the Adams is a better player, like bigger name, but Sapp is a cooler helmet. Whatever you want.
All right. It's up to the chat. Whoever says it first picks.
Okay, whoever says it first. Would you guys like to have the Warren Sapp helmet stay on or Devontae Adams here?
First name gets first dibs.
All right, sounds good, Alex. I like it. Brett asking, how does this work? So, Brett, I'll drop the live break page link in for you, sir. There is an explainer video on the top right-hand corner that will give you a lowdown on how this works. But basically, we run NFL divisional breaks. You get randomized your divisions. You have a 1 in 8 chance to win for each spot you buy. You are not guaranteed to win something unless you buy all the spots. That's the best and short way to explain it. But as you watch, you'll learn how the breaks work.
So keep Sapp or get rid of Sapp? Craig.
Oh, yeah. Great question. Are we keeping Sapp or getting rid of Sapp? I guess you're right, Alex. Craig was first.
Craig was first. And the first 3 guys actually said Sapp.
Okay.
Keep.
All right. Devontae Adams going off the table. So, there you go. They're both beautiful lids.
Yes, they are.
So we got the hard count double coming up, and then we're actually, believe it or not, caught up after this break. But not for long, guys. Keep those orders going. Won't be caught up for long. Craig says F the Raiders. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Warren Sapp played for the Raiders, too.
He did play for the Raiders. Brett says, get rid of him. Very nice. All right, so we'll throw these guys in here. 9 clicks coming up. Good luck, folks. How much for a spot, Brett? It depends on what the break is. We have break spots as low as $26 in our jersey singles and as high as $348 a spot in the diamond quads. Keep in mind that there's 4 boxes in a quad box break.
Oh, yeah.
So it really depends on that link I dropped in, the ultimateautographs.com live break page. That's where you can look and see what you want to get into. Obviously, Alex, the diamond helmets is all authentics. They're worth the most. It's the high-end stuff. Typically, the more the break costs, the more you can win, right? Higher risk, but higher reward. So, yeah, not bad, Brett, indeed. Not bad indeed. So 9 clicks. I find our prices are, pretty fair compared to other competitors. And I think we got a much more fun break room experience, personally, Alex. We're very biased, but I think you won't find a better break room experience than Ultimate Autographs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so all a family, a lot of awesome people, a lot of awesome breaks. Jimmy says it's a lot of fun and very addicting. Yes, sir. Matthew's got the NFC North. Ryan likes the NFC South. Mel NFC East. Steven NFC West. Kyle AFC North. Matthew AFC South. Blake AFC East. And Craig in the AFC West. Brett says that's what I like, high end. Well, jump into diamond helmets. The hard count or the vault or the college. Just to be clear, the vault is a mixer. There could be minis, jerseys in that series. All the photoed headliners, all authentic. But for you, Brett, this would be the one for you, the diamond helmets, right? This is all high-end stuff in the diamonds. So.
Carson Wentz will be starting this week for the Rams.
Yeah. Oh, who's starting?
Carson Wentz.
I guess their playoff spot is secured, right?
They can get the 6 or 7 seed. If the Packers win and they lose, they would get the 7 seed, which is still playoffs.
So they would play Dallas then.
They play Dallas. I'd rather play Detroit if I was them than Dallas.
So I'm surprised Stafford's not starting then.
Me too.
And the Rams are playing the Niners.
Yeah, who are going to be resting everyone because they already locked up the 1 seed.
Yeah, interesting. All right, well, we'll see. This is going to be a weird week in the NFL, Alex.
Very weird. I'm not
very weird week.
I'm not feeling good about the pick'em at all.
So we got 16
yes, they will,
coming
Brett.
up.
Yes, they will.
You really think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Bears have looked much better the second half of the season.
I need to see the Bears win. Packers looked good this last week, though. It's in Lambeau, so we'll see.
Against the Panthers.
I hope the Bears win. I'm picking the Packers for me. I'm a Bear fan as well, Brett. We like Brett already. Bear down, Brett. Bear down. 16 coming up. 16 of 30 in the hard count. You know who's been a frequent diamond filler? DJ Moore. We actually pulled Dick Butkus in the series last night. Urlacher, Singletary, those could just be fillers in the diamond helmets.
I am basing Justin Fields, though, off this game. If he loses, I'm done with him. If he wins, I'm all in.
Right, one game.
This one game, because this is almost like playoff atmosphere.
Right? Now, knock the Packers out of the playoffs.
Exactly.
He hasn't really done well against them. But then again, what Bear quarterback has? Not many. This is crazy. Brett, this is high end right here, brother. This is not a photo headliner. Oh. It is in the listing. Okay. No surprise. Steven! How about Kurt Warner with the Greatest Show on Turf inscription? Hall of Fame 17. That is beautiful right there. 2-time league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP. He's got the most playoff passing yards per game of all time, Alex. Not bad for a guy that played at Northern Iowa, a guy that was bagging groceries at Hy-Vee, Alex. The great Kurt Warner. That is fantastic. Love you guys, says Steven. 3 spots, 3 lids. That's how we do, baby. Kurt Warner, authentic. That is fantastic. Holy cow. We pulled Jim McMahon yesterday in that Drop the Ball series. Sid Luckman, the greatest Bear quarterback of all time, Alex?
Too long ago.
Too long ago for you? Are you a Cuddy guy or a McMahon guy?
I'll give credit to McMahon since he won a Super Bowl, but
okay,
it's not like he was the top 5 quarterback.
No, he wasn't. He had a top.
He was fun. He was cool.
He had a great running back and a great defense. Nice hit there, Steven, with the Kurt Warner.
But he was no better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I like diversifying this. We're going to put this on there, Alex. The Warren Sapp's been on there almost the whole show. Sorry, guys. We got to have Kurt Warner in the mix here. We do have one more coming up in the Diamond Double. Never too long, says Brett. All right. Nice win, Steven, says Megan. Not even a photoed headliner, Kurt Warner. One of my favorite players of all time as well, Alex. As a kid, I talked about Manning, but Warner, that greatest show on turf offense. I'm a Bear fan. They had a great defense. Urlacher, Briggs, Mike Brown, Peanut Tillman, all those guys. But the Bear offense was terrible. I had to get offense from somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. And the Rams definitely gave me some offensive wows. Craig says, sure, just replace it with one of Steven's 3 helmets, right? I mean, Steven's got a lot of good stuff today. Steve Young, Kurt Warner, and what's the other one, Steven? What was his third win? Oh, okay. Well, one Steven helmet out, another Steven helmet in, right? Gale Sayers was great. Fantastic running back, Gale Sayers. And then Warren Sapp was the other one. Yeah, 23 coming up, 23 of 30 in the hard count diamonds. We are starting to run low on these diamonds, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
After this box, there's only going to be 14 left, which is crazy to think about. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This one has to stay on the desk. We just keep replacing the desk, Alex. The hits just keep on coming. Hydro Speed Flex, Fred Taylor for the Jaguars. Look at this helmet, man.
Oh.
It's a Speed Flex what the pros wear. The visor, NFL's 18th all-time leading rusher, Fred Taylor. Actually, 17th all-time leading rusher, excuse me. This is fantastic. The one Florida on the back, that's the AFC South. That is Matthew McLaughlin. He's laughing now, Alex, right?
Yeah, he is.
Holy cow, Fred Taylor. Absolutely beautiful lid right there. What numbers are left in the diamonds? So, Nate, there's 14 diamond helmets left. And I'll double check the ticker to make sure it's right. But there's 14 right there, Alex. We have Peyton Manning, Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson, Jerome Bettis, Puka Nacua. That's a 5 in 14 chance at a photoed headliner. There's a Mike Evans and an Aiden Hutchinson as well. It makes it 7 in 14. That is a 50% chance at a headliner with only 14 left, including the best lid in the series, the Peyton Manning ripped helmet. 17th all-time leading rusher, Fred Taylor. Nice hit there, Matthew in the AFC South. Love that color, says Alan. So very, very nice. So let's see here. Diamond helmets. Yep, Nate, I'll get those off the ticker, sir. So let's actually go ahead and double check the ticker. 14 left. 1, 2, 4 through 8. That would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, there's a couple numbers on there that need to be off. So I'll have Alex double check for me here in a second, and we'll make sure all the numbers are right. So, Alex, what do you got there?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
5 through 7.
5 through 7, you said?
Yep.
You don't have 4?
Nope.
And you don't have 8?
Nope.
All right, so 5 through 7, all right.
11, 14, 15.
Yep.
21.
Yep.
25 to 28.
25, so no 24.
No 24.
Okay, 25 to 28.
And then 30.
And 30. All right, so the ticker is right. It is saved. Let me know, guys, what you want to rock and roll with. So also a Florida Gator, says MT McLaughlin, right? Fred Taylor was a Gator in college. Hello, Arkin Michael St. Pierre. Thanks, gents, says McLaughlin. Nate, are we doing the Gronk for Dawkins trade? Send me a message if interested, says Jimmy. So, didn't realize it signed me into my son's account. It's Josh Allen, a.k.a. Crunchy Tacos, a.k.a. the real Josh Allen.
Oh.
Not the guy that's the quarterback or the sack machine Josh Allen. It's the real Josh Allen here.
The
real Josh Allen.
Is it Warner or Carter? Or
I already took out TJ.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Gosh, it's tough, right? So much great stuff in the room today. I mean, I think it's going to end with the Manning helmet, right?
It's got to.
This is going to happen for sure. No trade on that, says Nate. All right. So he says negatory. He likes the one he got. It's all Nate in the diamond double. So Nate, 2 numbers, man. Diamond double. Drop me 2 numbers, Nate. And that'll get us to 12 left after this, Alex, I believe.
That's it.
So that is fantastic. Brett says Bears need Marvin Harrison Jr. than a nasty defensive end first 2 picks. I think they should go all offense for me. Whether it's Caleb Williams or Justin Fields, I think they need an offensive lineman and a receiver, Alex.
Yeah. If they're gonna go the route of keeping Fields, I think you're gonna have to go completely all in then.
Yeah.
And you go with Marvin Harrison Jr. Or if you trade down farther where you can't get him, go wide receiver line.
Joshua Sweat's pretty good. I know their D-line needs work too, but I think their offensive line, whether it's Caleb Williams or Justin Fields, I think this draft, because last draft the Bears went all defense, I'm going heavy on offense for the Bears if I'm drafting. Receiver, offensive line, quarterback, get all offense for me. The Jettis Chrome is not gone yet. That's in the vault. And Brett is on the no Caleb train. He was probably one of the guys at Soldier Field cheering on, we want Fields, right? That was Brett at the game. 14 and 30, thank you, Nate. Both going off the ticker in the diamond double. Yeah, Penix is really, really good. The lefty, he's got a great arm too, Michael Penix. He was nice. Brett wants a wide receiver, all right. There's a lot of good ones, not just Marvin Harrison Jr., a lot of good wideouts in this class.
If you are going to trade back, if you go farther than Arizona's pick, you're not getting Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. 14 coming up. 14 of 30 in the hard count diamond helmets.
I would love Harrison with the first pick and Brock Bowers with the next one.
See, I like Brock Bowers. I'm like, talk about the receivers. Brock Bowers out of Georgia.
So I'm saying get both those guys.
He's a dog.
Ooh.
You ready for this one, Alex? Are you ready for this one?
Ooh.
I think this is going to be one that you're going to remember all your life, the rest of your life. You will never forget this moment. The Peyton Manning ripped Colts and Broncos speed flex with the visor. Peyton Manning, baby. And Nate's got all the spots.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter for a top spot drawing. A speed flex Peyton Manning. We got the white Colt on here. It's the orange Bronco on here. I mean, I can go on and on about Peyton Manning. 5-time NFL MVP, the most ever. He's got the most passing touchdowns in a single season. The great Peyton Manning, 55 of them. Did that as a Bronco. I mean, this is ridiculous.
It even has
right
his name
there.
on the visor.
Yeah, Peyton Manning.
The 2 clips are one's Colts, one's Broncos.
Right?
I think it's insane.
Holy cow, Nate.
That might be one of my favorite helmets we've ever had in here. It's top 3.
Yeah, it's up there, man. This is wild.
Like, that's better than I think 90% of the Chrome Flexes.
I agree as well. This is, and we don't really have this because we've had a lot of Chrome Flexes, but this helmet, this is a one of one. You know, talk about value. This is worth a lot, but honestly, for Nate, this is a centerpiece item.
Oh, yeah. He's keeping that.
He's keeping that bad boy. It is fantastic. So, dude, nice, says Jimmy. Brett's been a Bear fan for 40-plus years. Thank you, Brett.
Oh, yeah.
Nice win, Nate, says Megan. Jimmy says, I literally have been watching this hoping Nate would pick this up.
Look at that.
Pick it up, he did, Peyton Manning.
That's what our break room does. We root for other people, not even ourselves.
Right? This is what makes this special. I always tell the guys, play when you can, right? You can't always play in the break room. But these guys love this show so much that they show up even on days they're not playing, and they cheer on their fellow friends in the break room. Now, Nate last night got Tom Brady, number 1 all-time in passing yards and passing touchdowns. He got Drew Brees last night, number 2 all-time. And now he gets Peyton Manning, number 3 all-time in those categories. Nate Alberts. So, man, that is crazy, says CJ. Nice helmet, says Brett. Congrats, Nate, says JW. My all-time favorite quarterback. My number 2, Peyton Manning, personally. Brett says, want to trade it. John says, wow. Wow, indeed. Peyton Manning, custom, Bronco authentic. Nate Alberts, have yourself a hit, man. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Nate is probably the most generous guy here, and he's a great trader. He's not getting rid of that one.
He can't get rid of that one.
He can't.
If he gets rid of that one, I'm personally going to yell at him. Because this is crazy. Man. The one we've been waiting for the last 2 days, the one we've been chasing here, the great Peyton Manning. Holy cow, Alex.
All right, guys. Is it Chris Carter? Is it Steve Young? Or is it Kurt Warner? I'm leaning Chris Carter.
Okay.
Let's see what the chat thinks.
I'm leaning Chris Carter as well. Because I want to say we're going to have a college hit video probably with Barry and Tomlinson soon.
Tomlinson and the Micah.
I mean, I'm thinking right now it's Manning, Fred Taylor, and Gronk. Maybe Steve Young, but I kind of like the look of an all-custom hit video, Alex. We'll see. Wow, says Nate. I have a 22-23 National Treasure RPA Original Paulo Banchero Quad Swatch rookie card, says Brett. Very nice. Banchero's been pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Former Dookie for Orlando. We have one more box, Alex.
That's right.
All right, let's do the Carter. We'll put this one front and center, though, right?
Oh,
it deserves it. Peyton Manning. That lid is money, says MT McLaughlin, right? That is very, very nice. One more coming up. Box 30 of 30 in the diamonds. I don't think we're going to top it, but we can see some more heat in here, Alex.
I'm just still amazed with this Jags one, this Fred Taylor.
This is so cool, right? The diamonds are just everyone's, best dream out there. I'll tell you what, Brett. This is one that maybe Nate will trade with you. We were just talking about him. The quarterback of the 1985-86 Bears, Super Bowl champion, Jim McMahon. The Bear alternate authentic. My favorite Jim McMahon story. We talked about it yesterday. We'll talk about it again. He was a backup to Brett Favre in the Packers.
Yeah.
He went to the White House with all his Packer teammates and wore his Bear jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Love that one right there. Nice hit, Nate. That is Jim McMahon. Great hit, Nate, says Omar. Brett says, what's crazy is my wife is a Colts fan. I'm a Bear fan. There you go. Best Bear quarterback, says Megan.
Oh, yeah.
Brett says, I want it.
Yeah, that Bears orange helmet. You gotta love the Bears.
Right? JSA certified. I love the Bear orange
lid.
That's
not their flash either. It's like an alternate, right?
No, it's an alternate helmet.
Yeah.
They wore it this year, I think, in a game. Or was it last year? I think they did both.
One of the two.
So very, very nice right there on the Jim McMahon. Holy cow. That orange is so sick, says Megan. This is just a filler hit here, right? We had Kurt Warner, not a photo headliner. Jim McMahon, a filler hit. This is the best break in the room, the diamond helmets. 4 QBs in a row for Nate. Wow. Not bad, right? We'll say this, though. He did buy out the whole break, right? He earned it, Alex. That's for sure.
It's not 4 QBs in a row because he had TJ Watt and Mean Joe Green and Gronk before these ones.
Okay. But still really good.
Oh, yeah.
So no Bear wins or filler hits, says Megan. I think Dom came up with a term for it. What was it that Dom calls it? He's got some new term for it. We'll have to ask him. I can't remember. If you're watching, Dom, let us know what the new term is that you have. But either way, great stuff, Nate Alberts on the Jim McMahon. Maybe they're thinking about the ones I mentioned. Breeze and Brady yesterday. He won those yesterday. Now he gets Manning and McMahon. He likes those winners, Nate Alberts. That's for sure.
Oh, see, look at that, Brett. That works for Peyton Manning and Walter Payton. Just Peyton.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Reason why I'm bringing up Colts and Bears is because our English Bulldog, his name is Peyton now. Is it spelled with an A or an E? Because Walter Payton's spelled with an A.
I think it's with an A.
Okay, so he did write the A right there. He won. Very nice. Congratulations. So I've been waiting for all Bears series, and the filler Would just be Packers. Call it love or hate, says Megan. We might have to do like a personalized series for Megan, right? Separate from the break room. Very nice. Jim McMahon. Jerseys are next. Jersey single number 2 coming up next. The break room is on fire right now, guys. And by the way, the rest of the diamonds are really, really good.
I mean, you got a still bigger than a 50% chance at a headliner.
There's 12 left, is that right?
Exactly 50, yeah.
So Jamar Chase, Bo Jackson, Jerome Bettis, Puka Nacua, Mike Evans, Aiden Hutchinson. But if you're looking for custom lids, we have a Chrome Flex Justin Jefferson in the vault. We have a ripped Jim Brown camo, ripped Salute to Service Trevor Lawrence. Then we have the Barry Sanders custom lid and the Micah Parsons in the college. My gut is Nate is headed to the vault next, knowing him. But there's a lot of other good stuff still left over in the diamonds, Alex. There's so much great stuff that you absolutely cannot go wrong with.
No.
Megan says Nate and Ron would be in along with me, Brandon and Brett. I believe it.
It'd have to be mixed Packers, Bears, headliners, and fillers, because there's not enough Bears. Maybe there's enough Bears headliners.
Can I pull out a Gale Sayers? That'd be nice.
I don't think I've ever seen him on a helmet.
Yeah, we had him on jerseys.
Maybe a mini helmet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a mixer?
Oh, there's a lot, John Sutter.
Oh, John. So the vault break, there's 21 boxes left. Let me show it off real quick because I think that's the next chase after these diamonds here. We do have a jersey break. Let me know on a box number, but here's that vault series. We got ourselves so much heat in here. We have in the vault, let's see here. We have 21 boxes left. There's a Charles Woodson Speed Flex. There's a LaDainian Tomlinson Lunar Authentic. There's a Jamar Chase Lunar Authentic. A Barry Sanders Flash Authentic. There's a Terry Bradshaw still out there. And then we have 3 custom Authentics in play. Here's that beautiful Trevor Lawrence camo Salute to Service ripped helmet. This is fantastic. One of the best young quarterbacks in the league. The late great Jim Brown, top 3 running back ever, along with Barry Sanders and Walter Payton on the camo ripped authentic. And then here's the prettiest helmet of them all, the Chrome Flex Justin Jefferson, number 1 all-time receiving yards per game. That's in that vault break. Just to clarify, the vault is a mixer. There's authentic helmets, there's rep helmets, minis, jerseys, but all of the photoed headliners in this series, 100% of these photoed headliners are authentic. So we have 3 custom lids, plus a Charles Woodson Speed Flex, plus a Barry Sanders Flash Authentic. We got a lot of great stuff in this vault break. So I would say let's tackle that one next, pun intended. So, very cool. Matt Forte was good as well. Best 1-2 draft pick for the Bears was when, says Brett. What do you mean 1-2? When they drafted their top 2 picks in a single draft? Whatever year they drafted Walter Payton, because that was just good in itself, right? Skylar, Bradley, Ryan, Teresa, John, Austin, and Josh. Tulane, says Brett. That was Matt Forte out of Tulane. Yep. So let's do 14, Alex. JW is John Wells. We'll do the Ernie Banks box. Let's play 2 in the jerseys. Let's get that vault break, guys. Let's get that one next after the diamonds, right? And let's get some more diamonds done too, Alex. We're only 5 to go in the quad in the next diamond break. Only 3 left in the single. The Brady helmet is gone from the vault. The Deion Sanders is gone, but the Barry Sanders is left. So it depends on what Sanders you're talking about. So the Brady's gone, but all the custom lids are out there. Pretty much all the best stuff other than Brady, Deion, and Drew Brees is still out there, Alex. Yeah. Let's get it rolling here. I got box 14 next in the jerseys. Yep, the Deion Sanders is gone, but the Barry Sanders is left. We got the 2 best Sanders of all time, Alex, in that break, right?
Yes, we do.
A lot of new customers in this one. Bradley, Teresa, Josh, let us know what team you guys like and how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. 3 left in that vault double. Although we know Nate, he might buy out that vault quad any second now. Get himself 4 guaranteed wins. And it's only 1:46, Alex.
Oh, man.
We're just getting started. Got a 3 p.m. show, a 6 p.m. show. Just getting started here in the UA Live Break Room. So we got Ryan Bauer in the NFC North, John Wells in the NFC South, Austin Weathers, NFC East. We got Teresa Tolbert, NFC West, Bradley Davis, AFC North, Skylar, AFC South, John, AFC East, and Josh, AFC West. We got number 14 in box 14. This is the Craig Morton Dallas Cowboy jersey. I know Craig Morton was a former Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC in his Denver Bronco days. But this is the Cowboy jersey, Craig Morton. Austin Weathers, the weather is right here. America's team inscription on Craig Morton jersey.
Here we go.
JSA certified there, Mr. Austin. So nice hit, sir. And then we do have a college. Is that a single next, Alex?
It's a single.
College single was next. More custom lids out there. Barry Sanders and Micah Parsons in the college series. There's just so many great things everywhere, Alex. It's kind of like overwhelming to think about it. How many great items we have currently in the break room. I really want to see that Jay Jettas Chrome Flex for me, right?
I want to see the Jim Brown camo. It's like a mixed camo.
It's like a ripped camo.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jim Brown unfortunately passed away somewhat recently. There will not be a lot more Jim Brown stuff out there, right? We were lucky that we got a lot of it before he passed. But, 10 years down the road, it'll be very, very hard to find a Jim Brown autograph. That is for sure. So, Brett, just to clarify, there's only 1 winner in single box breaks. There's 2 winners in double, 4 winners in quads.
Yes.
So you are not guaranteed to win. The division you get, if a team from that division hits, you win. So, for example, Austin got the NFC East. He won because it was a Cowboy jersey. Yes. Had it been a Giant jersey, had it been an Eagle jersey, he also would have won. Had it been a Washington jersey, he would have won. If it was any other team, Austin would not have won in the break. So there are divisional breaks here, Brett. Yeah, Dick Butkus passed away as well. We get him a lot in the break room. We pulled a Dick Butkus Salute to Service Authentic as a filler in the diamond helmets last night. I got a lot of Dick Butkus jerseys as headliners as well. Mm-hmm. One of the most common names we get here in the break room. He was actually in studio signing autographs like a couple weeks before he passed away. Mr. Dick Butkus. So, study the playbook is all Matthew. Matthew, let me know on a box number, sir. Matthew dropped me a college number. And Matthew, what are you chasing in the college break? Is it Barry? Is it Tomlinson? Alex, Chris Carter, while I'm thinking. We did pull in there.
Sure did.
Chris Carter. So, college is next. And then maybe Diamonds, maybe Vault. A lot of great stuff coming up. 3 to go in that Vault double box break, by the way. 3 to go in that Diamond single box break. You guys are knocking out everything. We are having an absolute blast here at UA today. So, let's keep it rolling, guys. I'll give Matthew about 20, 30 seconds here, Alex. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel to the side. He's looking for Barry Sanders, and he's hoping that he's in box 19, Alex. And Brett, just to clarify, I know Brett's a new guy, so no problem, man, but you can only call out box numbers if you are in the specific break. That way, we've had it before where we used to have everyone call out numbers, and, if someone calls out a number, it's a bad one. Everyone else in the break gets mad at them. So you can only call out numbers if you are in the specific break. In this case, only Matthew can call out numbers because he's got all the spots.
That's right.
Box 19. Study the playbook. This is a full-size mixer. Mix of authentics and reps. All the photoed headliners are authentics. The rest of the series has been mostly reps, if not a photoed headliner. Here's a former Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. The 93 Heisman and the champ inscription, 2006 College Hall of Fame inscription, former New York Knicks point guard, Charlie Ward. That's something different right there. So nice hit there. PSA certified Matthew McLaughlin. So good job, Matthew. No problem, Brett. No problem at all. Just letting you know the ground rules. So Jimmy, there is no headliners left in the drop the ball. However, Alex, these guys like the Jim McMahon. We pulled a Jim McMahon yesterday as a filler in that series. Drop the ball is kind of like the vault, the diamonds, in that all the names are basically headliners, right? Plus the winner of that break also gets a pack of cards to go with it as well. And it's the Chase Wheel Spin this show. So definitely a good break as well. So Craig is a super fan. There we go, Craig. Free shoes university, I'll take it, says Matt. Is that a joke that I missed for Florida State? Free shoes?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
The crab legs.
Jameis Winston.
Oh, yeah.
Famous Jameis. Good get, Matthew, on the Charlie Ward, man. Former Heisman Trophy winner. A lot of the lids in the college series, by the way, you know, Charlie Ward didn't play in the NFL. You look at, like, Manziel, Vince Young, you know, they weren't great NFL players. Jameis Winston, not a great NFL player.
Yeah.
But they're great college players. Like, those are just filler hits in this series, for example. So, did you know that Terry Bradshaw was almost a Chicago Bear, says Brett. I didn't know that, actually.
I know Howie Long almost was.
Yeah. Well, Howie Long's son was a Bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
That long.
The Bobby Bowden days, thanks, boys, says Matthew. Yeah, Bobby Bowden, one of the winningest coaches in college football history, an absolute icon for FSU. Jimmy wants to see it close for the chase. Might jump in if it gets close. All right, Jimmy. Get in there, sir. I mean, the only way it's going to get close if someone jumps in, right?
Yep, exactly.
Otherwise, that drop the ball is going to go, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. That break will go at some point. Let me guess, Nate?
No.
No, it's looking Mel doing work.
Yeah.
Michael, Matthew, Dan, vault doubles coming up. A vault double number 1. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys, for our vault series. The break room has absolutely exploded, Alex. Always. So, yeah, the hit video, I mean, I think it's going to be a custom hit video. I think we're going to see the Jay Jettas, the Jim Brown, the Trevor Lawrence. I think Steve Young and Kurt Warner might not survive for the hit video. We'll see. So let me know, guys, what you would like for the vault double box break. 2 numbers, first come, first serve. We got Mel with 13 and 20. Came down to a coin flip. The Steelers won the flip and chose Terry Bradshaw.
Look at that.
Well, the Bears are not necessarily known for getting close calls with quarterbacks. That's for sure. Jimmy's cheering on Mel. Says, let's go, Mel. All right, Mel. We'll get 13 off the ticker. And 20 as well in the vault. All right, excellent. We got the Dan Marino and the Barry Sanders box numbers. The 2 best players in NFL history to not win a Super Bowl, Alex, I would say, right?
Gotta be.
And then Barry Sanders, by the way, actually in the series on the line Flash Authentic. So we got 7, 8, and 9. Makes me think of the movie Friday Night Lights with the coin toss to make the playoffs.
Yep.
That's what I think of. All right, Mel's got the NFC North. Michael, NFC South, NFC East. Mel, NFC West, AFC North. Matthew's got the AFC South. Dan, AFC East. And Mel in the AFC West. Vault double coming up. Double the boxes. Double the fun here in the room. What do we have in lucky number 13 here? Somebody might get lucky because this one feels kind of heavy. This is authentic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Alex. Uh-oh, indeed. I'm already feeling a visor.
Oh.
This is the one you asked for. How about Jim Brown? Oh, my gosh. The camo, ripped, authentic, one of the best running backs of all time, Jim Brown. Every single season he played, Alex, he made the Pro Bowl. He was a known activist as well. Jim Brown, most rushing yards per game in NFL history. Now, that is nuts. I think it was, I'm going to look it up right now, but I think he led the league in rushing 8 out of 9 seasons he played.
Sounds about right.
Jim Brown. Mel Murdoch, still hot in the break room. Incredible hit there on the Jim Brown.
Oh, that thing is insane.
This break room is insane right now. Holy cow. So, played in the NFL for 9 seasons, Alex. 8-time first-team All-Pro. 8 times led the league in rushing.
Ooh.
9 Pro Bowls. 8 out of 9 seasons. Nice pick, Mel, says MT. Man, are you kidding me? Nice pick indeed on the Jim Brown. Full-size authentic, with the visor, with the orange pen on that thing, Alex. I mean, any other show is the hit of the show.
Oh, yeah.
We did pull the Peyton Manning. This is
2.
probably number 2.
Yeah.
Fantastic hit for Jim Brown.
Still the only player ever to win MVP in the rookie season.
That's impressive. That is very impressive.
Thought Stroud maybe had a chance. Nope.
Yeah. Awesome grab, says Jimmy. That helmet is so nice. Don't take it in the woods because it'll be gone, says Megan. Nice. Nice win, Meg, says Megan. Fantastic from Jimmy. He's got the laughing emoji. Holy cow, Mel Murdoch. Jim Brown. All right. Kurt Warner, I think, will go here. Yeah, Steve Young will probably go very soon. I'm sorry, Alex. This might be one of the jerseys, maybe. I think this is the jersey, if I remember correctly. This one is Beckett certified, by the way, on Jim Brown. Brett says classic and very nice. Very nice indeed on your Jim Brown authentic, Mel. The hits keep on coming, man. There's some insane stuff here in the UA Live break room. Great hit after great hit after great hit. Just the way we like it. All right. And there's still one more box in this break. Oh, this one also feels heavy, Alex. Is it another authentic headliner, perhaps, in the vault? This one, the vault does have some filler authentics, too, though, so we'll see. Box 20 is next. 20 of 35. What an excellent series the vault has been. Uh-oh. This one feels a little bit heavy, Alex. Got some heft to it. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? How many spots does he have in this break? 4 spots. Mel Murdoch, Super Bowl champion inscription. The Green Bay Packer, Charles Woodson, Speed Flex, baby. One of the best cornerbacks of all time. Mel Murdoch with another one. He did double up, Meg. Holy cow, he doubled up with 2 headliners.
He did it again, too, and I said this earlier. Last spot, closed it up.
It's real.
It's real.
Closer magic is very, very real in the break room. Charles Woodson, 9 Pro Bowls, 4-time first-team All-Pro, Pro and College Football Hall of Famer, most consecutive seasons with the pick returned for a touchdown, 6 in a row, Alex. That is 65 career interceptions for the great Charles Woodson. Holy cow. That is fantastic. 9 Pro Bowls, 3-time All-Pro, Hall of Fame, All 2000s decade team. Holy cow on Charles Woodson. That's a speed flex right there, by the way. Speed flex Charles Woodson. That may have been my favorite from that series, says Steven. Killing it, Mel, says MT. Mel, that is so nice, says Craig. Amazing hit, says John. Yes, sir. 5th most picks of all time, Charles Woodson. Easily a top 5 corner ever. Go Blue, says Brett, former Michigan Wolverine. Heisman Trophy winner in college. Pro and college career. Just iconic for Charles Woodson.
He's the last defensive player to win the Heisman, right?
Yeah, he is. So, legend. So, this probably has to go in the hit video. It's a speed flex, Alex. We'll see, though. We'll see with the stuff in this series. Definitely going on the desk for now, though. Charles Woodson speed flex. Diamonds, vault, college, the great names, the great hits do not stop in the room. Mel got 2 headliners.
2 of the best.
2 of the best headliners. Custom Jim Brown and a speed flex Charles Woodson. Oh, man. He could be the last guy to ever win it. You're right, Craig. Yeah. In the college game, it's almost kind of like the NFL game, right? They're giving the Heisman Trophy to the best quarterback. And I know Devontae Smith won it a couple years ago, but that was kind of an exception.
Is a little more where it's not just the quarterback. But it's always offense.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever see a defensive guy win it again. I know Aiden Hutchinson, who, by the way, is out there in the Diamonds. He was a finalist for that award, but didn't win it.
Manti Te'o finalist.
Oof.
We all remember that one.
He got fooled, both in his finalist voting and
yes, he did.
Elsewhere.
Poor guy.
Let's go, says Mel Murdoch. Right, Mel? Good job, man. Let's go indeed.
Diamond single just closed.
Diamond single coming up. So more heat coming up in the room. Diamond single number 1. Go ahead and drop me a box number. And let's keep it rolling, guys. So here's the deal. It's 2:03. If the orders are hot enough, we can skip our lunch break and go straight into the 3 p.m. show. That's going to be decided in the next 15 or 20 minutes, Alex. If you guys want to keep ordering, we'll keep going and we'll skip our lunch break. Otherwise, if the room does slow down the next 15 or 20 minutes, we'll take a very, very brief lunch break and we'll regroup for the 3 p.m. show. Up to you guys. What you would like to do. It is kind of ironic if we do go through the show. It's basically your 1-year anniversary and your first day working here. We went through the dinner break. I did get a chance to eat breakfast this morning, thankfully. So I'm okay with skipping the lunch break.
I ate before.
But we'll only do that if you guys really keep these orders hot enough.
I always make sure to eat before now.
Just to be safe, right? Let's close the quad diamond, gentlemen, says Craig. 5 to go, Craig. I do agree. What's up, Stephen Ryan?
Lord, look at that table.
Oh,
yes. We had to boot so much great stuff. Man, oh man. Stephen, Matthew, Austin, Matthew, and Matthew, let me know on a box number here. So we got ourselves some heat.
So we can bring more heat later on.
Right? Exactly. So let me know, guys, on a box number. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel.
There's 12 left?
Yeah. Well, 11 left. We're about to do one right now.
Yep.
Oh, there's still some good headliners left.
Yeah, there's still some good ones.
6 listed names?
Yeah, we did pull the Manning, but there's a lot of good stuff left in the Diamonds, too. It's just been nuts. The Fred Taylor one was sick. Yeah.
Who took on Fred? Was it Nate?
It was not Nate, I don't think.
Matthew, nice win.
Yeah, he did well.
Excellent win.
He also got the Chris Carter, which is not even on the desk, Steven, because there's so much good stuff. We had to make some cuts.
Yeah, sometimes
we had to make some cuts. Let's see. Matthew wants 19. Matthew, 19 for the hard count diamonds. Actually, Matthew, I don't see 19 on the ticker, sir. Numbers are scrolling at the bottom. 1, 2, 5 through 7, 11, 15, 21, and 25 and 28. Or 25 through 28, excuse me. Not seeing 19 on there. We got box 1 from Steven. So Steven's been in 3 breaks, 3 spots, 3 wins. He's looking for more here, right? The guy is, Mel and Steven right now. Nate, a lot of guys are on fire, let's be honest. Yeah. It's been a fire show, to say the least, here in the UA Live break room. By the way, the next vault is up. We have 3 to go on that diamond quad. So that is looking like it's coming up, Alex. Oh, yeah. So let's see. It's going to be 11 left after the quad, 7 left. So we'll probably just see what happens, whether we post another quad or not, Alex. We'll see what happens in the break.
We got box 1.
So he is definitely not an AI bot, Craig. That is for sure. He is just a winner. That's for sure. Although with AI, you can never be too sure, right?
Yeah.
He's not an AI bot as far as I know, right? So that's funny. Steven's got the AFC East right there, and he's got the bot emoji. All right. We got ourselves Matthew, NFC North and South, Austin in the NFC East, Matthew, NFC West, AFC North, and the AFC South, Steven, AFC East, and Matthew in the AFC West. Hard count diamond helmets. AFC West, Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
And we got the AFC North, Jamar Chase and Jerome Bettis. Could be Matthews in this double box break here, Alex. A lot of possibilities. Box 1. 1 of 30. There's a Mike Evans and Aiden Hutchinson as secondary headliners. There's a lot of great stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, another great one. One of the best athletes of all time. How about Bo Jackson on the Raider Authentic?
Just doesn't stop.
Matthew with another one, another headliner. Pro Bowler in the NFL, All-Star in the MLB, Heisman Trophy winner at Auburn. This guy, Bo knows. As great as Bo Jackson was, if not for injuries, he could have been even greater, Alex.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That is Beckett certified, QR sticker on the back. Matthew in the AFC West. He got it this time. He earned this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
6 out of 8 spots. A headliner hit. Bo Jackson. This is one that is very, very popular in the break room, right? A lot of people in the room want to get a Bo Jackson Authentic. This is always a great seller trade piece if you're not keeping there, Matthew. Fantastic. Man, all the hits, Alex, they just keep on coming.
Let's say he's not even going to make the table. That's how crazy the hits are.
Right? Yeah, he's not going to make the table. I have to put this one right back in the box, You're right. Because it's not a custom lid, it's not a Speed Flex, it's not a Hydro, but still very nice. Yes, thank you, Jen, says Matthew. You are welcome. Congrats on your Bo Jackson. So what are we doing next, Alex? That's the question.
We're going to be doing the quad. We're 2 away.
Ooh! More diamond action coming up. The break room that never, ever stops. Ultimate autographs here, guys. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All the stuff we're knocking out left and right. So 2 to go on the diamond quad. I'll go ahead and drop that link in. 4 helmets coming out of that one. The diamonds, as we've seen, is the best series in the room, top to bottom. We have 5 to go in the vault single, 5 to go in the jerseys. We are mostly open right now. So here's what we'll do, guys. Unless there's a flurry of orders the next 5 minutes, we're going to hop off at 2:15 and regroup for the 3 p.m. show. That means you guys got 5 minutes to knock out the diamond quad. If that break is full in the next 5 minutes, we'll break it. Otherwise, a nice little pre-fill for the 3 p.m. show. Now, if you guys fill up that break, you keep the orders going, we keep knocking out stuff, we will skip the lunch break. But if you guys don't knock out stuff the next 5 minutes, we'll be right back at 3 p.m. Steven says, can't go wrong on the diamonds. Even fillers are awesome. That is very, very true. Truer words have never been spoken, Alex, right?
Yeah.
Everything in the diamonds is awesome, even the fillers.
The diamonds are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were. And we didn't let them off the hook. Actually, we did, because they get to keep them.
They do get to
We're letting them off the room. So we did leave them off the hook. That's one of my favorite rants.
Gotta
the
be.
Denny Green.
Great Denny's.
That was the Devin Hester return touchdown.
yeah.
The Bears
They came back without scoring an offensive touchdown.
They did. It was Mike Brown got a scoop and score, and then Hester got the return touchdown at the end. As long as they aren't Dalvin Cook Jets, right? We hope not, Craig. We hope not.
Dalvin Cook would have been better on the Jets if Aaron Rodgers played.
When we got Dalvin Cook Jet stuff, we expected a little bit better. A little bit of a tough season for Dalvin Cook.
It's just that whole Jets team is on Aaron Rodgers getting hurt.
Yes.
Whatever.
That whole Jets team is just, on offense at least. I mean, I guess Wilson and Breece Hall are right, but how much better would they be with him? I'm talking about Garrett Wilson, not Zach Wilson, just to clarify. So, no complaints at all. Let's get a quad, right?
Coming up.
Is it full?
It's full.
All right, Diamond Quad is coming up. Diamond Quad number 1, is that right?
No,
number 3. Holy cow. All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers, and Alex will reevaluate after this one whether we want to post another quad. Because I think, is there 11 left? So if we do, there's going to be 7 left after this. So it would be 1 quad, 1 double, 1 single.
Be perfect.
Yeah, so that might be good. But if we do pull a lot of headliners here, we might stick with the single and double. So we'll reevaluate. He did get released from the Jets yesterday.
It's a mutual parting so he can sign to the playoff contender.
Yeah. I've been seeing Chiefs Twitter is looking at it, but I'm like, they have a lot of running backs in Kansas City. They don't really need them.
I know McKinnon and Pacheco have been banged up the last few weeks.
Pacheco's really good.
Doesn't hurt you, I guess.
I guess. Matthew, Craig, Mel, let me know, guys, on 4 box numbers.
If I was the Niners, I'd do it just as insurance if McCaffrey gets hurt.
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell's not bad, though.
Nah, but
yeah,
I mean, if
we got to have a backup,
hurt,
right? I mean, yeah, it would be worth a shot. They're probably not going to pay him a lot, so...
The Ravens, even?
Yeah. Mutual parting, says Jimmy. Here we go. Craig's got the numbers 7, 15, 21, and 25. All right, Craig wants the Jerome Bettis here, Alex. He's a Steeler fan. So we'll get 7 off, 11, 15. Oh, look at that. Right next to each other on the ticker. Thank you, Craig, for making my life easy, man. You are the man. And Mel wanted almost the same ones, by the way. 7 and 21 and 25. Craig is calling for the AFC North. My prediction, Craig gets the AFC North and gets the Jamar Chase. Because that's how it works out sometimes, Alex, right? Jamar Chase is a fantastic player. He could probably work on his pre-game interview comments. I will say that. He's confident. He tends to poke the Chiefs a little bit too much. I'll say that. Please and thank you, says Craig. AFC North. All right, we'll see, Craig. We will see. 4 boxes coming up. Like I said earlier, guys, if you want to keep the show going, get those orders rolling. Otherwise, this will be the last break before a brief lunch break. Craig says, I already have the Chase lined up to offload it if I get it, right? So trade it, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is a rare example of an actual modern receiver with a clean autograph, Alex. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. I made it. Very nice. Not a very far shot, but I'll take it. Colin misses these from 5 feet away, so it is better. 9 clicks coming up. Good luck, guys. Yeah, Jamar Chase with Joe Burrow, that combo is going to be good for a long time, right? Long time.
Big decision they're going to have to make is to bring back T. Higgins.
Ooh.
Gotta pay him.
T. Higgins is good, too. I don't know. as a Chief fan, get rid of him. As a football fan, they probably should keep him, right?
Yeah.
Mel's got the NFC North and the NFC South. NFC East is Matthew. NFC West is Matthew. Mel in the AFC North. Craig AFC South. He missed the North barely here. Mel AFC East and Matthew in the AFC West. We got box 7 to kickstart the quad box break in the Diamonds. 4 boxes in the best series in the room, arguably.
Sounds good to me.
Sign me up. Sign me up. All right, full-sized authentic coming up. Oof. Pretty good filler if you ask me. Number 1 all-time in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Madden GOAT himself. It's Michael Vick. Very nice Falcon authentic. You know, Michael Vick, speaking of the playoffs coming around, back in the day, he went into Lambeau Field and beat the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That used to never happen. You know, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, they would never lose at Lambeau. I know the Niners own Rodgers and Green Bay on the road, but historically when Michael Vick did it, it was, I think, like the first or second road win ever at Lambeau Field in the playoffs. One of the few, at least. Nice hit, Mel, on Michael Vick. Love the Vic, nice Mel, says Craig. Heck yes. And John says, I was at that game. Well, John knows firsthand what we're talking about.
I take it John's a Packers fan, too.
Okay, probably. Probably likes that Charles Woodson helmet.
Yeah.
We do get a lot of Packer fans here in the room. Really cool that he scored the tickets. Those are hard to get, Green Bay Packer tickets.
I was thinking about going to this game, Bears-Packers.
Mm-hmm.
It is in Lambeau. Then I was like, maybe I'll think about it. I looked at the tickets a couple days later, and the price like doubled.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, well, no, I don't think so.
Are they what, like $800 for nosebleeds?
No, it was like $180 a ticket for like a solid seat.
Really?
And then I looked at it like the next day, and it was like $300, and I was like, okay.
Really? The Chiefs nosebleeds are like $350. So I guess it depends on how you're succeeding.
It wasn't even nosebleeds either.
Just decent seats?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I actually would like, as a Bear fan, I would like to actually take in a game at Lambeau Field because I kind of respect what a legendary stadium that is, right? All the great players that have gone through and played at Lambeau Field. That'd be a nice experience for sure. I'd like to go to a game with Ron Richards and Nate Alberts.
Yeah.
That would be a fun crew. Oh, come on, Jeff. Don't bring up those memories. I'm just messing, but that's terrible memories right there. Was also at the last second Rodgers to Cobb game at Soldier Field. Yeah, that was one of my least favorite games in NFL history, Jeff. That one was a stinker. I can get why as a Packer fan, though. That's one that you remember quite well.
Yeah, you do.
All right, the second helmet here in the double box break. One of the cleanest flashes in the game. This is one of the up-and-coming superstars in the NFL. Had that insane touchdown this week. Split 2 Dolphin defenders. The number 1 receiver on the number 1 team in the AFC. That is Zay Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Electric. Beautiful. And he's only going to get better.
Exactly. That's
he's
the whole thing.
Just a rookie, man.
And now he's been getting covered more because they don't have Mark Andrews. So the pressure got even more put on him, and he's been even better.
And he's playing better.
Yeah.
Like, all year it was for the guys in fantasy saying, oh, he's getting yards and catches. Where are the touchdowns? The Niners, the Dolphins, the better teams in the league, touchdowns are coming for Zay Flowers. Nice get, Mel. Beautiful flash, authentic for the Raven number 1 receiver.
No, he's had a solid rookie year. And yeah, like you said, he's only going to get better and better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a guy that a lot of these teams in the playoffs are going to be circling in the meetings. You know, the defensive coordinators are going to be like, that's the guy to stop. I mean, obviously Lamar is first and foremost, but after Lamar, the first guy they circle is Zay Flowers. So nice get there, Mel Murdoch. Mel is just, cleaning house right now, Alex.
It's going to be Sam Darnold for the Niners. We're getting Sam Darnold versus Carson Wentz.
The what could have been game.
Yeah, I guess.
McCaffrey's not playing. I don't know about Deebo and Ayuk.
I doubt it.
Kittle.
Doubt it.
Maybe the Rams are starting Carson Wentz thinking we'll win anyway.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua may be playing in that game. He's still in the Diamonds, by the way.
Maybe he plays and Cup doesn't.
Cup's had a lot of injuries the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Gosh, it's going to be a weird Week 18 in the NFL.
This is the one issue with the last weeks.
Mel is smoking it, says McLaughlin. Yeah. Mel is coming for blood. All right, he is. He is coming for blood in the break. Smell Murdoch. Holy cow. All right. We got ourselves the next helmet coming up. Do we finally have a headliner in this break? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Mel Murdoch with another one. Oh, Jerome Bettis with the white ink. Look at this thing, Alex. The bus, all aboard the bus. It is the Mel Murdoch bus in the break room. Yeah, NFL's 8th all-time leading rusher, the Hall of Famer, Jerome Bettis. Mel.
Yeah.
Mel.
Mel's on fire.
Mel is on fire. Holy cow, Mel. Mel, I gotta know 2 things. Well, 1 thing, actually. What in the world did you eat for breakfast? Because I gotta eat the same thing every single day, Alex.
Yeah.
This guy is literally coming for blood in the break room. He had, 1, 2, 4 spots, but he's got 3 helmets already.
It's working.
It's working pretty well there, Mel Murdoch.
He wants 1 more.
He says, 1 more! Give me 1 more! He does have the Jamar Chase headliner spot as well.
He does.
So, good job, Mel, on the bus. Mel, are you trying to sweep right now? Everyone pull out your broom, says Jimmy. And Mel coming in clutch, says Megan. Yeah, Mel Murdoch is like Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals, right, Alex?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's an M. Mel, Michael. Close enough.
He's going for the Montana.
Yeah.
4-0.
4-0. Bradshaw was 4-0, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. My goodness, Mel. Matthew, I know, brother, it does stink, to be honest, but you can still get a helmet here. You can get the Puka Nakua. You've got the NFC West, right?
Yeah.
So that could be yours if Puka comes out. So we'll see what else we got here. Didn't Matthew get something nice earlier?
You got the Chris Carter. You got the Bo Jackson.
Yeah, so he's got some dubs as well. That's the thing about the break room that stinks, honestly. Like, you get really happy for a guy, then you remember that there's other guys in the break room who did get a tough beat. Yeah. So, unfortunately, not everyone can win in every break. In this break, it's just Mel, apparently. So far, at least.
Brett might be the new Bob Boulay coming in with all the facts.
Yeah, he's smart. I knew that they have 1 logo on their helmets. The reasoning, I can't remember, Alex. Do you remember what it was?
I do not know.
I feel like Bob Boulay told us once and I forgot.
Probably did.
Yeah. I know Craig Joseph knows. He's a Steeler fan. He'll let us know. 1 more coming up here in the Diamond Quad box break. Jamar Chase, Puka Nakua. We still have Mike Evans and Aiden Hutchinson out there in the Diamonds. Let's see what we got in box 25. Yeah, you got some good ones, Matt. You got some good ones, Matthew. All right, our 4th helmet in the quad box break. Let's see here, Alex. Oh, my gosh. Get your brooms out. It's the Mel Show. Mike Allstott with the Super Bowl champion inscription.
He can't be stopped.
The best fullback I've seen, 6-time Pro Bowler, more than 900 rush yards 1 season as a fullback, Super Bowl champion, fired the cannons, Mike Allstott. He was actually my running back in Madden back in the day, Alex. Fullback. Every time FB dive, 1 yard to go, Mike Allstott, automatic. Actually, my 2 favorite Madden players going to Mel, Michael Vick and Mike Allstott. Nice job, Mel. So go Bucks, says Mel. That's right, he's the Buck fan.
Yep.
He's the Buck fan. Just got himself Mike Allstott.
That's how you close out a sweep right there.
That's as good as a headliner, Alex. You get a favorite of your team on an authentic with the Super Bowl champion inscription to boot. Megan says Mel is unstoppable. So, very cool. What's up, Brett? Did your order not go through, Brett? Let's see if he's in abandoned checkouts. because he must be trying to get in. Let's see.
You got an order number, Brett.
Yeah, do you have an order number, Brett?
Always the easiest way to go about things.
Yeah, I don't see him in abandoned checkouts, so I'm not sure. All right, Mr. Matthew, enjoy lunch, man. We'll see you when we see you, man. Thank you so much for playing in the break room. I guess enjoy the tequila, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
5 o'clock somewhere?
5 o'clock somewhere. Let's go ahead and post the quad. You know, obviously, if
I already
it's...
did.
Oh, you already did? Perfect. If it's moving, great. If it's not moving, we can always take it down. We can always move people in the quad into a double.
Yep.
So we have 7 helmets left. Jamar Chase Authentic, Puka Nacua Authentic, Mike Evans, and Aiden Hutchinson.
3 of the best wide receivers in the league right now.
Yeah. Touchdown machines, those 3. And then Hutch is one of the best young linemen, edge rushers. So pretty good shot at some headliners there. 4 and 7 chance if you guys want to get in. So at the current moment, if we don't take the quad down, those are the last 3 breaks left, right? 1 double, 1 quad, 1 single, and then the diamonds are gone. So great break, says Jimmy. And there was only 1 headliner. That's how good the diamonds are. It could be a great break without headliners. So guys, here's what we'll do. We'll hop off for a brief lunch break at 2:30, unless you guys fill up these breaks right now. Because we're kind of at a stopping point, Alex, right?
Yeah.
We're mostly open. We have 5 spots to go in the vault. That is the vault single. We got 5 to go in the college double. And then we got 4 to go in the jersey. So if you guys want to fill something up, the next few minutes we'll break it. Otherwise, brief lunch break and regroup at 3 p.m. Allstott's trivia. His nickname is the A-Train, isn't it?
Oh.
I think they call him A-Train. I think he's had it inscribed on a helmet before, Alex.
Look at that.
I think it's A-Train, Brett. Anthony asking headliners left in the jerseys. It's actually just Chris Olave. I think there's a secondary Jake Plummer and Chad Johnson. 10 jerseys left. Those have kind of been picked apart.
Yeah.
Now, what hasn't been picked apart is the vault.
No.
LaDainian Tomlinson, Jamar Chase, Barry Sanders, Terry Bradshaw, Justin Jefferson, and Trevor Lawrence, headliners left in the vault. The college, Barry Sanders, Micah Parsons, LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis. A lot of great options in the college as well. So, get in there, guys, now, or we'll regroup for the 3 p.m. show. Hit of the show, Alex. There was a lot of great stuff, but it's got to be the Manning.
Got to be the Manning.
Yeah, it's half Colts, half Broncos. My runner-up is going to be the Jim Brown.
Yep.
This is a ripped camo authentic. You going Fred Taylor, third place?
Fred Taylor, the teal is too nice.
The Fred Taylor teal was nice. I'm going to go devil's advocate and put this as number 4. I'm going to put Gronk as my number 3, just because it's Rob Gronkowski and it's the drip authentic. And then 5th place, the Charles Woodson. Not bad for an honorable mention. It's a speed flex with the Super Bowl champion inscription. So a lot of great stuff in the room this show. You guys did great. Brett says the nickname for Allstott was the White Rhino. He probably has multiple nicknames. When you're that good, you probably have multiple. Do you know Carl Mecklenburg's nickname, Brett? Let me know, man. Is it normal for team logo stickers to partially cover the ear hole? I think that happens sometimes based on how they put it on. It doesn't bother me, but obviously you guys can move the ear hole if it bothers you, George, right? I don't know which one he's referring to specifically, Alex. But, you know, whoever puts the decals on there, which is what, you know, we don't do, that does happen sometimes, right? It does not bother me one bit, but if it bothers you, obviously, George, those can be readjusted. So, yeah, it's whatever Riddell put on there, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Riddell's the one smacking these on there. All right, 2:30, we're going to sign off for a little bit. We'll be right back in 30 minutes, guys. We'll see you right back in the break room in 30 minutes. Plenty more fire in the diamonds, the college, and the vault. Thank you, Alex, for co-hosting, for producing. Thank you to the customers. You guys are great, and we'll see you soon.